Watch yourself.
Here it comes.
Yeah.
Here it comes. We did it!
That's how it's done.
Good morning, Black Vial. Hello, Vigilant. There it is. Sorry. I was looking for Purple Guy. Which, there he is. So we managed the last one. Let's see how this one does. Is that a movie, Black Vial? Or a show?
You're good as gone.
Oh, Takeda.
I can't be.
How's my aim? Gotcha. How's my aim?
Good morning to Dawes. I'll have to look at that later then. Because the Terminator films, for me, haven't really been good since 2.
That was a nice distraction.
Good morning, Blue Wolf. Next, and last, actually.
What? What?
Well, we already were kind of going in that direction, Black Vial. Kinda, yes, Takoida. I don't remember which way to go. Let's try this way. From what I understand, the last film was trying to effectively reboot the continuity, thanks to time travel. I could be completely wrong about that, I don't know. Okay, no, this is the way to that. That's not what I want. God dang it, go away. Not you guys.
Watch yourself. I don't think so. Yeah. Come and get it. Have some more. So, who's next?
Good morning, Platy.
That's how it's done.
What, 1 and 2, Takoida? Actually, I'm curious which ones you do refer to. that's not the way I want to go. It's funny, because the time travel rules in Terminator 1 are incredibly stupid. To put that as nicely as I possibly can. Don't misunderstand, I actually do enjoy Terminator 1 and Terminator 2, but the time travel rules are dumb. I think my favorite bit is where they mentioned that no mechanical things can go through the time travel, which already makes no sense just at the baseline. Then they mentioned that they can trick the time travel device by encasing mechanical things in flesh, which makes even less sense. Like time travel's a guy that has bad vision or something, you know? Like, what? Again, don't mistake me. I rather enjoy Terminator 1 and 2, but those rules are dumb. No, it's not that way. Is it this way? I do not remember my way to where I'm going at all. I guess we could just roam for a bit. Is that Spain Hill? No, actually, that is right. Oh, you missed it, by the way. I actually tried to fight that one Tin Pin Slammer guy several more times, and I failed. And then I failed, and then I failed, and I failed, and you get the idea. I gave up.
Don't wuss out now, man! What? You alright? I don't think so.
I thought Salvation was okay, but I have no desire to rewatch it. You know what I mean? It's popcorn film.
Hell yeah! That was tight!
Okay. There we go. Think? Yep, here we go. Finally. This is actually where I was going to fight this guy.
You're good as...
What the hell is that? Is that an elephant?
You alright? Dumbass! Dumbass! You alright? What? You alright?
Jesus Christ. That was fun.
Easy.
Yeah, that's true. The T-1000 can time travel just fine. That's ignoring all the other times they ignore that rule.
Tell me who you are and who you were. How much have you been paid? Take it easy. RELAX. Would you like to have something to drink?
A new chapter has been unlocked.
In this contract, I don't care about anything.
Well,
I just want.
let's go do it. And hope we don't get wrecked. Well, there goes that city. Everyone's gone away. All that's left in the world is me. But it's okay, because I got my books! No, my glasses! Sorry. What was that? Just popped into my head like some kind of vision. How did I get back here, anyway? Why do I still have this pin? What's going on, man? Beat, what are you doing here? Forgive me, yo. What's Ron not doing here? She waited a minute ago, and now she ain't. God, that's loud. There. I gotta find her. I can't let nothing happen to her. Here we go again. Welcome to the Reaper's game expert mode. So what? Get out of Shibuya. You have 24 hours. Fail and face erasure. Genyo? Hello, Rex. Hey, it's Coco! So I should explain really quick. When they ported this to phones, I don't know if it was before that, but when they ported this to phones, I know, they added an in-game microtransaction store, because of course they did. And the one who ran the store was her. Now, what's funny is she does serve a lore purpose other than that. Apparently, she is a greeter reaper. I don't know if this is an official designation or not, but her job is to basically process new souls into the Reaper's game. You notice if you were paying attention. Good morning, more cowbell. If you were paying attention back during the first week, basically everyone knew what was going on except for us. Now, we didn't know what was going on because we didn't get processed. We just kind of got dropped into this, and for narrative purposes, obviously, so that things would be hidden to the player. But everyone else meets someone like her, and she actually explains the rules of the game and how it works and blah, blah, blah. That's processing, right? So that's her purpose lore-wise. I'm not going to read her dialogue out loud because her dialogue is, haha, good one, guys. Your faces are like totes to lar. Yeah, no. Are you for reals? Did you, like, seriously forget about me? That's so rude. Yeah, anyways. The gag of the season? How are you surprised? Because, like, literally no one told me about it. She talks like this. I'm gonna stop reading her stuff out loud. Are they doing the lawn? They are doing the lawn. Well, the good news is I've been running around this city for quite a while now, so I've kind of got a feel for where things are. So I know the statue is immediately to the left. Oh, I can't do that. Well, if we go up, we'll go to the 104, so that's helpful at least. Okay, well, maybe if we go this way? I took a wrong turn, so I ain't too good with directions, but I'm pretty sure we shouldn't end up here. He's right. I know this place like the back of my hand. That's weird. How could you get lost in Shibuya? Aren't you two, like, experts? This whole situation is super sketch, am I right?
You've seen its germination, stammering, hammering, delighted recognition. Uber world, the Hubble Bubble world. You should love this.
Excuse me.
You chose the left direction. Left your shadow, wanna cuddle with the sorrow. But how could I? Why should I? I will take part in our pretty decoration. Drink them all up with veracity, curiosity.
Yeah, it's actually one of the older video game tricks, going back to, like, the Amiga era. Changing, there's actually a term for it, but basically transition triggers. Let's go ahead and see how we're doing here. Oh my god. Actually, funnily enough, me too. More cowbell. try one fight, see how bad it is.
You know now is
Watch yourself.
I forget which game we were streaming where I actually started talking about that as a thing. About how a game will basically have the exit to an area lead to another area. As in, like, literally, the game has a completely separate instance of a zone for different versions of the zone, and it'll just load a different version when you want to go into the right one. Little programming tricks like that, you know. I just learned that one a while ago, back in the SNES era. But Neverwinter Nights, that was it. Yep, that's where we were talking about that. Hey, Salty Panda Bear, what's up? That wasn't too bad. But now to crank it up.
Focus.
But yeah, to name probably one of the more well-known NES examples of that, the Lost Woods in Legend of Zelda, the original. Use that trick.
Easy.
I know, you're saying, Laura, you don't like coffee. No, I can't stand coffee. But you know what I love? The smell of coffee. I'm serious. I used to go on these little trips to... God, I'm hitting in the hundreds. These things have a lot of health. I used to go to... I can't remember what they're called. Like, basically coffee bean plantations. You know, tourist kind of stuff with my dad, who loves coffee, consequently.
You're good as gone. I don't think so.
I obviously wouldn't try anything. I found the whole process fascinating. I love to learn in general. But the smell was amazing. I think you're right, though, Dakota. I think this is actually our first game in literally months at this point that doesn't have a vampire connection. Rax, help me out. Is there a vampire thing in this game? Because I don't think there is. I haven't actually played A New Day until, you know, right now, obviously. Damn. No vampirism. We finally broke the streak, guys. Funnily enough, the next game we'll be playing is Spider-Man's DLCs. I know what you're thinking, what does that have to do with anything? Well, there is actually a vampire main character in the Spider-Man mythos. Now, I don't know if he's in the game, but he could be. Mobius, I think.
That's how it's done.
Well, that wasn't too bad. Damn! No vampires. And now we're at the statue. Thinking something serious wrong here. That's funny. I've been thinking the same thing. Right? Ain't nobody ever said nothing about no expert mode. I think we should blow this mission off, yo. You sure that's, like, a totally good idea? Like, my Reaper sense is telling me this game is totes the real deal. That, like, literally proves... I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. What is up with her fingers? You probably can't even tell. She's got, like, this teal aqua claw thing going on. Screwball. Ah! Hey, it's one of the perps. Okay. Good morning, Braven. Wait, seriously? A whole Pathfinder game that didn't have any vampires in it? You're kidding me.
Like it? Yeah! Take this! Come and get it! You call that a fight?
Now you got me thinking, because we had a Lich, and several other types of undead, but I think you're right. I don't think we had a vampire. Notice that almost all the combats have mutators now. Kind of solidifying this as a hard mode post-game kind of a thing. Oh, hey, it's Hype-chan. So, if you beat the original game, and did everything, you got like a picture of her. And that's it. People actually analyzed her design, and I mean really analyzed her design, and she is basically a perfect merger of Shiki's design and Neku's design, kind of just blended onto each other. Hello, Fist of Fires. What's up? Good morning. Meanwhile, he's still getting visions. Yeah, it was people went nuts over it, like you do. Mostly because of how insubstantial it was. It's a picture of a character. I was like, okay. Oh, Mr. Mew. It's a seriously weird name for a piggy. We gotta help him. We gotta find him. Don't you mention it? I like literally haven't seen any players around here. So weird, right? Yeah, so she's evil. Probably. I don't actually know if she is. It's just... She just gives off, hi, I'm evil vibes all over the place. I think you're right. I think there were no vampires. So that's 2 games with no vampires. Damn. 3 once we get to Spider-Man. And after Spider-Man, we have Pokemon, which obviously has no vampires either. So we've finally done it, guys. We finally... Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Finally broken the streak.
Get out! Come on! Come on!
That's true. She could also be a Navi type character instead. Which wouldn't be evil so much as, you know... There.
That was tight.
The Shock Blast takes forever to level. Ooh, a hot dog. I did a little looking into last night on exactly how much post-game stuff there is in this game. It's actually even worse than I thought. Like, oh, hello. The levels of min-maxing that are possible in this game, and you can only even start min-maxing after you beat the main campaign, is actually insane. And I started thinking about that. Now, to me, that's nonsensical, if I'm just being completely honest. Like, the idea of continuing to play a game after the content is gone is just weird to me. But I started thinking about it, and I started wondering... It's not quite at Diablo 3 levels, but it's getting there. I started thinking about it. I started wondering, A, the obvious question. Maybe some people just prefer, you know, the grind. That's a bad way to put it. The acquisition, right? The getting the better badges and evolving them the right way and getting the right equipment to set you up in the right way so you have the right setup so for each of the moves that goes the right way with the food, which you can min-max that as well. Some of the best food in this game, too. It's absolutely ludicrous what it takes to get. Like, one thing of food requiring you to get 4 other also rare things of food. You know, that it's Final Fantasy 12 levels of thing. So that was my first thought, was maybe that was just, that's what some people like. And, I mean, there's people like Black Licorice, so I can understand that. But then I started thinking more, and I started wondering, and again, this is the realm of pure speculation. But remember how I mentioned earlier the idea, and it was just a theory, a lore theory, that some of these game designers are just shotgunning ideas into these games? I almost wonder if at least some of the mentality going into some of the post games in these games, including this one, was, well, let's go ahead and just keep expanding on this idea and see where we can go with these mechanics. Either because we want to try out the mechanics themselves, or because we want to use it as a test bed for future games. Just food for thought. Anyways, it's Shiki! Anyways, no, that's not Shiki, as Neku obviously points out. Oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Is that really you? Of course it's me, silly. Why would you even ask that? Because you look like Eri. Do you have to give up your appearance again? Yeah, that must be it. I just admire her so much, you know. But that's not why you ended up looking like that. It's not because you admired her. It's not? No, it's because you envied her. You said so yourself. Wow, Neki, you've got, like, such a good memory. Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. Whoops. How the hell did you forget? Anyways, how are you going with you two? They're going. Nice. Oh, by the way, Rhyme and I are partners now. Hey, Rhyme, look who's here. Rhyme, you ain't heard of nothing. No, but thank you for asking. Yeah, no sweat. Something the matter? You look like a dying duck in a thunderstorm. They take your memories of me again, yo? WTF? Didn't she, like, literally just say his name? That's not the point. She's acting awfully distant towards her brother. Oh, she doesn't remember they're related. That's, like, so sad. Another idea. You got a dream, don't you? Of course. A windfall. You know, yen from heaven. Beats me. She never told me. Why'd you ask? Because something ain't right. I can feel it. She used to say she had no dreams, and even if she had a dream, I know that ain't it. I'm just messing with you, big bro. The Reapers must have taken my dream as my entry fee. Let's take back what's ours and come back to life together. Come on, Shiki, we got a mission to complete. Right, better get out of Shibuya before we get erased. Good luck, guys. See ya. Yeah, I'm the one who's forgetting something. Did they steal your memories again? No, these visions are different. They're not something I've forgotten. They're something I never knew in the first place. It's probably an alternate timeline. Let's just go ahead and I'll accept that. Seriously, it's probably just an alternate timeline thing that he is seeing visions of collapsing. Because we know that multiple angels actually patrol, for lack of a better term, the multiple timelines to make sure that they're all good. I actually had the impression, and I do want to admit that this impression is mostly in a vacuum. I did not hear that. God, I literally didn't hear that other thing. I happened to glance over to see that. It's the only reason I saw that donation come in. Thank you, Vigilant. Oh my gosh. I get the impression that... So we know that there's one continuity with multiple timelines, right? For example, this is our Neku. This is our beat. And that's not... I'll just go ahead and tell you, that's not our Shiki and that's not our Brime. But it's entirely possible that these visions are of some place that was shut down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting off topic. I wonder if the idea that there's one group of angels for every timeline, which might also explain why we've only seen the presence of one or two in this particular timeline. Where is that thing? Ah, there it is. Yeah, I didn't hear John Delancey into that. So first of all, thank you very much, Vigilant. As everyone does always, much appreciated. Let me put that to the Vigilant Fund. Which is right here. You need to stop donating to me. You just hit the 100 marker just now. For the Vigilant Fund. Oh, one of these days I'll finish Phase 1 of streaming, I swear. And then I'll be completely behind on streaming again. The Vigilant Fund goes to Jedi Academy for a premiere run. Or an in-depth classic. I guess it could be either, really. It's the same format. I just don't know what I need to brand it. So... This isn't the normal song. But this is a different take on it. Or different mix or whatever. So of the Horde cities, obviously Undercity is right out. That's just not happening. Thunder Bluff, I have a bit of thing with Heights. Not a huge thing, but a little bit of a thing, so that's out. Then we have... Well, the Trolls don't really have a capital. And the Goblins don't really have a capital. The Pandarans don't really have a capital. So that doesn't leave us with many options. Now, I know what you're thinking. We'll just pick Quel'Tha Loss. Yeah, I don't think I care for it either, Rex. This sounds weird. It would have to be a rebuilt Quel'Tha Loss. You know, post-Wrath, basically. Actually, honestly, post-Pandaria, which is when Quel'Tha Loss really starts to pick itself up. But I think I'd go with Quel'Tha Loss if I had to choose. Or, and you notice I didn't mention this, Orgrimmar. I've actually talked before during the Maloran how much I kind of like the idea of visiting and staying in Orgrimmar. Because they're known for their meat, and they're known for their hospitality. And I don't know, it just sounds like a place that I'd enjoy staying at. The only downside of Orgrimmar would be, you know, the heat. As Takoida highlights there. That's why I would put Quel'Thalas before Orgrimmar. But Orgrimmar would probably be my number 2 pick. God, this is just not good. Yeah, I'm one of those people who tolerates dry heat a lot better than wet heat. Like, I'm legitimately thinking about moving to Vegas in my retirement years. Just like most of my family does. So, the question specifically, Bragon, was you have to pick a Horde capital city to retire in. Hence, why I was cycling through those. Alliance capital cities? Ironforge. I've actually put thought into that one. Which one's 97? The Bears. Suramar's cheating, just to be completely blunt. So, gotta hate this song.
Ready for a beatdown?
God. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't think so. Come on! Booyah! Enough! Slam! Yeah!
The Ironforge actually has a lot going for it. Again, it has the whole, you know... It's taking a little bit more concentration than I thought.
I don't think so. Dumbass! I ain't done yet.
Whoops. Ironforge is also well known for its food, although slightly better known for its booze, which wouldn't really appeal to me. But I've said this before, I'm pretty sure I would get along famously with the dwarves. So, you know, good company, good food. It's kind of warm, but also right outside is cold. Oh, and while we're on the subject, there's also the fact that there's a lot of bakeries. My sister and I used to talk about how I'd go there and be the adventurer, and she'd run the bakery in my absence. And between the two of us, we'd make it work, you know.
You alright?
Yeah, the funny thing is, I do have a lot of dwarven, like, personality quirks.
Easy.
Except for the booze. Don't do that. Now, Nicholas just pointed out another cheating option, Dazar'alor. I don't think I'd want to live in Dazar'alor, though, honestly. As much as I absolutely adore the place, from a cosmetic perspective, you know, just pure architecture and how wonderfully it looks, it's basically a giant Incan temple death place. No, thank you. I would like that, buddy.
Gotcha! I can't? Yeah! Enough! I don't think so. Ha! Get out!
So, who's next?
Exactly, Bragon, see?
That's how it's done.
Well, it's cheating because it's like saying, alright, what's your favorite Final Fantasy? Well, 6! That's not an interesting question at that point. It's such a duh, you know? Oh my god, how many of these things do I have to fight?
Watch yourself.
Are you trying to kill me again, Platy? God, one of these days you're gonna learn. Come on. Not you. Game. It's being weird.
I don't think so. Yeah!
Fighting birds that multiply! That's the mutator we have right now is multiplication. The enemies multiply. And it sucks. We're just gonna go and burn this. This is getting out of control. Again. Oh, we managed 4 at least. I don't know how long this is gonna take, Rex. Honestly.
Done yet?
But then I am a little curious. I doubt I'll actually restream it, just, you know.
Hell yeah! That was tight!
Well, congrats, Max Time. I think. Seriously? I haven't gotten a single one, have I? Move it over here. Basically, yeah, Nicholas. For the same exact reason. Because you're right, Borealis is kind of an awesome town. Oh, no, that's Scarletite. Yeah, I'm going to have to, aren't I? I'm going to have to lower my level while fighting the super optional mobs of Doom. Jesus, alright, whatever. Also switch up to normal. This is gonna suck. We're just gonna do one, we're not gonna chain.
Don't wuss out now, man! I don't think so. Come and get it! Ha! Have some more! Ha! Ha! Have some more! Take this!
Oh, you said you wouldn't. Sorry, Nicholas. Sorry. My bad.
Punk! Come and get it!
Yeah, I'm in a new day right now. Next time.
I can't. Yeah. I don't think so. Like this.
At least we won, right?
Yeah, I'm not chaining that, but that wasn't too bad. Oh, I got a Rubelite. Wait. I got 4 Rubelite from one battle. Wow.
Hell yeah. That was tight.
I know which Alliance town I'd want to live on. Darnassus! You know what's funny is, without joking, Darnassus would have been close to my top picks for an Alliance city to live in. Obviously, Ironforge is my top pick. But yeah, Darnassus would be up there. Probably number 2, I'd say. I'm sorry, Gaspian. I barely remember what I had for breakfast. Can we just leave them? I'm so not in the mood right now. Max girl, we'll have them raced in a snap. Besides, this is a perfect chance for us to rack up some points. So their personalities are flipped. Yeah, I know, Max Time. I actually talked about that yesterday in the spoiler section after the ending. Zinc Rave? Oh, Jesus. Hi, Adam. I should probably have raised my level before doing this. Yeah! Let's turn the diff down. Because I'm level 1 right now.
Ready for a beatdown?
Don't bother struggling. Gotcha. Going somewhere? Going somewhere?
I still have no HP because we're still level 1. Jesus Christ. No escape.
You're good as gone.
Don't bother struggling.
Oh, right. This is... Right, of course.
Going somewhere?
Not that much damage to her. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're gonna have to bow out. I need my HP for that. No. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that while we're at it. Fun enough, we can't auto-skip these cutscenes. Despite having unlocked skip for the pseudo-skip for the other cutscenes.
Don't push out now,
Don't
man.
bother struggling.
I don't think so. Get out! Have some more.
Part of the problem with this lightning attack, probably the only real problem with it, is you're kind of stuck doing it once you start it. So if they move around or, you know, switch whoever's active at the time, that can suck.
Going somewhere? Going somewhere?
Use the freaking thing! Oh my god! Use the heal! Jesus! He just wouldn't heal. What the hell, game? I'm just sitting there mashing the heal and it's like, nah. Nah, I don't want to use the heal.
Watch yourself.
I'd rather be stupid.
I don't think so.
I like dying.
Dumbass.
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but I was also lightninging instead of healing, which isn't how that's supposed to work. But yeah, I was also getting stun locked out of it too.
I don't think so. Yeah. Enough. Come and get it.
This is the Laura's tired of this crap mode right here.
Shred this. Yeah. See ya. Recall today.
Hello?
Ready to clock out?
There we go.
Going somewhere? Going somewhere?
In case you're not understanding this, by the way, I basically have a constant bleed on me just for being in the fight.
Going somewhere?
That's the mutator that's active right now. So that's just on top of everything else going on.
Easy.
Meanwhile, Max Time is just making fun of me like he always does.
You've seen the foundation, holding up a ragged nation.
Pretty sure this is how they always been. Pink-haired lady hates her job, and the lollipop addict loves his.
You want the right resolution, the right to get another
Maybe I had it backward. We're not BFFs or anything. You know, she's the one getting the ramen. Who's running this Reaper game? Who knows? Shouldn't you? I mean, you're being Reapers. Don't know what to say. Whoever's up top is keeping us in the dark this time. Hey, I'm sure everything will come to light eventually. So it's a mystery? Eh, maybe you'll solve it later. Peace! Well, I don't like how to say this, but I left Shibuya, like, right after you guys won the game. So I, like, know literally nothing, lol. Do you say lol or lol? Curious question.
left your shadow wanna cuddle with the
I usually say lol, obviously. Oh, another vision! Vision, 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 vision. Oh my god, Joshua shot us again! Joshua really has a thing with shooting us. Hello? Why do you keep shooting me? Is anybody there shooting me? Seriously, Joshua, stop shooting me. It's not that hard.
Huh.
Had another vision. I saw him shoot me. But I'm just going to go and spoil this. That wasn't him shooting us. There was a government building. Maybe it was Shinjuku.
I won't ever give in, no matter how hard you pull me in.
That's what I saw, and there's this girl I'd never seen before. Oh my god, that so sounds like the opening to, like, a horror movie.
Those dreadful dreams, now let me shout and wake you up. Let me wake you up.
Did she literally just say TBH? Like, how do you say that out loud? Tbuch, or do you just say TBH? You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know. Yes, yeah, exactly. Next time. This is my shocked face. Okay, so hang on. I must. Well, no. See, that makes sense to me, Maxime, but I actually do know people in real life who really will say TBH, WTF, LOL, as in vocally saying it like that, like I just did. TBF, SOS. SOS doesn't count, of course. This is... Hang on. Give me a second. That's actually one of the reasons why I try to accentuate it when I say LOL. L-A-W-L is basically how I pronounce that. Sorry. Permanent cringe face. That sounds like some kind of hell. Okay, so there should be... Nope. Okay, nothing there. You let me through yet? Oh, for God's sakes. And the best part is I have no idea where that is relative to here, so I'm just going to kind of roam until I run into this spot. Which I don't think I'm going to. Maybe? Oh, never mind. Here we go. For once, my instincts were correct. Okay, so let's see what they got.
Hey, man. See you again. Hey, man.
There it is. What do I need for that? You've got to be kidding me. Where the hell do I get Tektite? Where the hell do I get Rubelite at this point? Rubelite's usually a quest reward. Or an event reward. Whoop! Almost dropped my drink. Okay. It's horrible, Caspian. Horrible. Oh, they're mega dead, Adam. They died horribly. They exploded, actually. But it's okay. Because then Joshua's like, yeah, okay, fine, and snapped them back into existence. And then they ended up in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. Very weird. Okay. I did, Zalok. I have no idea what the hell to think about it. Okay, so I need to be on normal diff and level 1 to get Tektite to drop. Thank you, Rex. I was just about to start Googling this.
See you again.
I have no idea how to get... Okay, so hang on. Let's do this.
Open up your senses.
I probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Jesus Christ, really? Split and curse? Curse is the oh my god. Hang on. Level, oh god, leveling stun locks.
I don't think so. Have some.
And we're dead. This is basically post-game, yes. It's just actual content.
Watch yourself.
Ah, there's that stun lock again. Oh god!
I'm fading.
Jesus Christ. Much worse music, Adam. Or much better, depending on who you ask.
Watch yourself.
We're gonna do a different strategy here. Yeah!
Take this. Have some more. Come on. Hoo-yah. Slam. Hoo-yah. Lame. Slam.
Eh.
Gotcha. That was nothing.
So how does Kingdom Hearts do post-game, Nicholas?
I don't think so. Hoo-yah. Listen at this. Yeah.
Last I checked, Kingdom Hearts doesn't have
Get out. Yeah. Hoo-yah. Damn it. Come and get it. Hoo-yah.
in case you're missing this, by the way, I literally don't have time to heal. Thankfully, every time I kill something, I do heal. It's also the only way I'm getting through this at all. That's the other mutator effective right now. God damn it! Alright, let's turn it down.
Watch yourself.
So real life stun locks? All that is a pain attack to me.
I don't think so. Punk. Gotcha. I ain't done yet.
Either way, we could argue if Kingdom Hearts has a post-game, but if I'm being honest, by my usual definitions, it doesn't. Except for 3. 3 has a post-game.
I don't think so.
So I suppose that answers your question.
Come on. Yeah. Yeah. Come and get it. Yeah.
Missing that stupid bat!
Take this.
Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. So, who's next? Watch yourself. I don't think so. Dumbass. Yeah. Have some more. Yeah. Gotcha. Have some more. I ain't done yet. Ready for a beatdown? What? You all right? Time!
In case you missed that, I'm muting because there's people doing lawn stuff. I got like triple Dragoon jumped right at the end there. I was actually in the middle of trying to dodge out of it, but As I've mentioned before, there's like a big action delay in this game. As in, you have to finish whatever you were doing, and then stop for like a second, and then you could take your next action. And I was just sitting there desperately trying to dodge out, and it was like, no, you have to finish your attack, and then I died.
Something I can't forget.
World of Warcraft, Adam.
I don't think so. Get out! Get out! Booyah! Flame!
That was another example of me trying to get out and couldn't because...
Ready for a beatdown? I don't think so. Damn it! Don't wuss out now, man! I don't think so.
I mean, it's this or give up. I'm at a point where I need to grind in order to progress the story. That's literally where I'm at. So...
Time!
You're good as gone.
I don't think so. Yeah!
Damn it.
Dumbass!
Damn it.
Ha! Slam! Yeah! Flame! Booyah! Get out! I can't! Ha! I ain't done yet. Hell yeah! That was tight!
Didn't get anything out of that. See, you say that, Nicholas, and that's arguably true, but the problem is most MMOs in my experience have bad post-game. I know it's technically end-game, not post-game, but fact remains. That's one of the reasons why most of the time when I am playing through an MMO, I will get to the end of the game and then I will stop. Because the end game sucks. But I will go and allow that World of Warcraft doesn't count, in which case my second favorite would be Mario Odyssey. Easy answer. Super Mario Odyssey has one of the best post-games I've ever seen. It has tons of it. It's still partially story relevant. It still has a lot of unique and fun and interesting content, and 2 entire new worlds, plus 1 super optional stage to do. And just, it's awesome. Super Mario Odyssey is fantastic. You should go play it. Okay. What level am I? I guess I can't tell right now.
You hear the calling.
Ah. But yes, that would count, Adam. The RDR1 thing. I am level 30. I don't really have anything to say about it max time. It's weird. I'm getting used to it. The only Pokemon game I know off the top of my head that had a substantial post-game was Platinum. Platinum actually had a pretty decent amount of post-game.
Out now, man. I don't think so. Damn it! Come and
I
get
can't
it.
even see where I am. Ugh! That's the Dragoon guys, by the way. That killed me last time.
Time!
Oh my god. See, I'm not turning it down to easy. I'm actually on normal. because I kind of have to be on normal to get the drops I need, because what I need to progress through the thing is drops.
I don't think so.
It's actually funny, because Max Time's like, you're super low level, and that's certainly true. But it wouldn't matter, I'd still be level 1 to do this, because I still need these drops, which requires turning down my level. Oh my god. No, the worst post-game is the originals, let's be honest. You can go fight Mewtwo. That's it.
What's out now, man?
Don't mistake me, Mewtwo's awesome and all, but that's it, you know?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Leaf Green and Fire Red, oh my god. Both added, actually, a pretty decent post-game. So that'd probably be my second favorite post-game in a Pokemon, is Leaf Green, Fire Red.
Pick it up, phone.
That's true, Gen 2 also had a pretty good post-game. I actually forgot about that. So, for those of you not aware, oh Jesus! God, these Dragoons! Yeah. Gen 2 basically had Gen 1 remixed as its post-game. Like, it was an astonishingly large amount of new content. Not a lot of new story, in fact, virtually no new story. But, still, a fairly decent, meaty chunk of new content. So, credit... Oh, God! Credit where credit is due on that one.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Oh, God. No, no, no! No! Rax is over there laughing at the fact that the Dragoons are giving the most trouble of every enemy I've fought so far. Dragoons are just wrecking me. I don't remember Sun and Moon's post-game off the top of my head.
Shred this.
I would actually agree with you on that, Blue Wolf Alex. Hell, we could argue that Pokemon didn't have a particularly interesting story until Gen, I guess that would be 5. Black and White. Okay, did I get anything out of all that? Nope.
That's how it's done.
Yeah, they're kangaroos, that's why they're dragoons. Think about it. Let's see if we can find... So those are probably the kangaroo things. It's over here. I've never actually played all the way through Emerald. I was going to own a copy. I think I've told this story. I went to purchase a copy of Emerald. It was literally not working, as in completely non-functional. That's what I'm doing now, Rex. It occurred to me I wasn't doing that, and that's my fault. We're on normal right now, Nicolas. We have to be, to get the drops.
Open up your senses.
Those are elephants, not bears. Maybe bears. I know what the bear symbol looks like. I've seen it. Anyway, so yeah, I went to buy a copy of Emerald, completely not working. So I went back to the GameStop to return it, and they disputed whether or not it worked or not. Oh, there we go. Boop. Is that bear? No, that's not bear. That's not bear. Ah, whatever. It doesn't stay permanently down, Nicolas. Trust me, I'm on normal right now. I can tell by the amount of damage I'm doing. Not the amount of damage I'm taking, the amount of damage I'm doing. Doesn't drop on easy. Yep. See? I was assuming that, but thank you for confirming that.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
I can't. Yeah.
Blow it. Anyways, the summary of my story is that GameStop sucks.
Pick it up,
I'm not even kidding. That's basically the summary. Like, I go back to return it, and they're like, no, it works perfectly fine. And by coincidence, I actually happen to have my GBASP on me, in my pocket, at the time. So I whipped it out, fired it up, played it, and showed him how it wasn't loading up. And he's like, oh, that's just your thing. So I was like, all right, you test it. He's like, well, it's not on my he basically said that the burden of proof that it's not working isn't on me.
Like it?
Long story short, I told the guy to suck it in so many terms. I was actually legitimately angry, which is really rare for me, to get angry at someone working in retail. So I kept pushing until finally he's like, tell you what, we'll trade it out for another copy of Emerald. Which, funnily enough, is what I wanted to begin with. I didn't want money back. I wanted Emerald. So, they didn't have another copy of Emerald. They had a copy of Sapphire. Now, I know I've told this story before, because this just gets to me. So, I'm like, alright, fine. I'll take a copy of Sapphire. I actually still have that copy of Sapphire to this day. And he's like, alright, here you go. And I'm like, wait, I would like to verify that this cartridge works before I go out. And I forget the exact phrasing, but it was basically, I'm sorry, I can't allow you to confirm or deny that the purchase works until you've already purchased it. And I'm like, I have my Game Boy right here. You just saw me pull it out. I just want to plug the game in and make sure it works. And again, I was getting livid at this point in time. And the guy's like, no, I'm not allowing you to do that. So what I ended up doing, and this is one of the extremely few times in my life I have been legitimately spiteful. I turned to the woman behind me, because there was a bit of a line starting to build up behind me, and I'm like, do you mind? And she's like, go for it. He's being an idiot. I'm like, thanks. So I bought the game, and I didn't budge. I just stood right there in front of the line with the one behind me, who I asked permission, pulled out my Game Boy, put in the cartridge, fired it up, made sure it played, and said, thank you, and then I left.
Focus.
I'm still pissed about that. That was years ago. I'm still pissed about that. Just amazingly rude.
Open up your senses.
Okay, I'm gonna try one of the elephant ones, because I am not seeing the bear icon anywhere.
Watch yourself.
Okay, the elephant icon got me dragons. That's not good. Dragons are bad. Funnily enough.
Like it? Take this! Get out! Take this! Dumbass! Yeah! Like it? Come on! Booyah!
Now, in the interest of fairness, I've had plenty of decent GameStop experiences too. It's just that's the one I always tend to remember.
When you grow a pair.
For pretty obvious reasons.
That's how it's
No,
done.
I didn't get it. I didn't think so. Those weren't the bears. What do we got here? Let's see the bear icon.
Open up your senses.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think we need purple. Whatever. This way.
Open up your senses.
You know what's funny is, I do remember when GameStop was actually good, back when it was called Electronics Boutique.
Watch yourself. I don't think so. Ow. Let this. Ow. Yeah.
Damn it!
Slam.
I'm just gonna die. It's actually easier and quicker because I don't get anything out of fighting anything other than the bears. So escape. Then he's gonna complain. Whine, 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 whine. Let's try one of these. We're gonna start getting methodical here.
Start what's out now, man.
I'm fading.
Beat. Just... So yeah, for those of you not aware of the joke I was just making,
Focus.
try one of these. GameStop used to be called EB Games, used to be called Electronics Boutique. And has been slowly dying from that point, basically ever since. Funnily enough, it's actually a shame because Electronics Boutique was one of the original chain video games stores here in the States, which is one of the reasons why I say it was one of the better ones, because back in the day it was just a chain. Jesus Christ! Stop whining at me.
You've seen the foundation.
I don't care about my sync rate taking a nosedive. God.
You know it in your mind what it's like and how it lies. You want the right resolution, the right to
Nowadays, Adam?
You're good as gone.
This is a mean combo too. Oh jeez. Well, at least we found some bears.
Come and get it.
Yeah, at this point, I'm not sure there really is a national chain other than GameStop in the States. Could be wrong. I know there's a few semi-local chains. But for the most part, nowadays, most places that sell video games also sell other stuff, like Walmart or Best Buy, or Staples, or... I'm not actually thinking of any others. I'm sure there's others.
I don't think so. Booyah! Dumbass! Yeah! Come and get it! I can't! Like this! Yeah!
Frickin' birds. Their hitboxes don't make sense.
I can't! No! Come and get it!
Easy.
Sneaky ones. Yeah, there's also a place called Vintage Stock, which is a smaller chain here in the States. So I got 2 Rubelites there. I don't remember how many I need anymore. Hang on, I want to redo my setup for these fights, now that I have a little more idea. So we're just going to get rid of that and that. We're going to put on... Is that it? Is that it? Sorry, favorite Pokemon game? Probably Sun and Moon, honestly. Vanilla Sun and Moon. Ugh. I'm looking for the auto heal thing, which I don't think I finished leveling. But I feel like it would be useful in this. Is this it? Automatically uses pins. There it is. That's the one I want. I'll go ahead and use this one up. And honestly, I might go ahead and just put another heal on here, which is the Jupiter looking one, that one. Because, yeah. Although that only works once, so never mind, let's not do that. We could do this. That pushes that up. We'll try that. Let's see how this works out for me. Okay. So now I need the Tektite or whatever, I think. God, I am so turned around right now. I think I want to go this way. Yeah, I do. Well, that's why. So my thinking is I'll go ahead and have the heal, the soda can heal, and then the gives you more charges, and then the auto heal thing, and hopefully the gives you more charges will work for the auto heal thing. So I have more auto heals and I have more heals as well. Okay, so I still need 5 Tektite. I thought the bears dropped the Tektite, but they dropped the Rubelite. Alright, hang on. To Google! What do I got here? Pin 257. I was gonna say, that's a lot of info for that. Can we just leave a day in mid-progress? Like, do we lose progress doing that? How does that work? I guess we could test it, whatever. Before we do that, I want to test, well, I want to test something else, real quick. Telling you, Nicolas, alignment battles. This way, I think? Sorry, I'm massively turned around in this city. More than usual. Yep, nope, I'm right. So, I never talked to this guy, which is the other option. A green dragon pin. Yeah, I haven't GM'd with alignments in a long time. The underpass is over here. Sure. What do we got?
Watch yourself.
James Rayner and Tychus Findlay. Adam. I don't know if that's actually the best example. It's the first one that came to mind. Get on! Move! Damn it. Or die. Or, God, I can't move! God, yeah. Just mega stun lock there. Holy crap. I'd say about half and half, Caspian. There's a pretty good spread. For a bit, I was playing a game of seeing which ones I recognized. I gave up because I recognized all of them. This is awful. This is just terrible. Let's just do that. No, whatever. Look, I've been a Pokemon fan since, Gen 2, like I said. I'm not ashamed of that at all. I was also not the only person in my age group in that theater, if you follow me. Damn, there were kids. Oh, Jesus! Try this again. We had a bunch of kids. In fact, it was one of my biggest complaints about the film is we had a few kids who were kids. I'm talking like 3 to 4 range.
Shred this!
Yeah, they were loud and obnoxious and got bored anytime an action scene was not happening.
Damn, I'm fading.
Oh god, I don't remember the bird one towards the end.
Ready for
But let's not spoil Detective Pikachu on an unrelated stream. We'll have a discussion stream about it Sunday. I don't think I can do this fight.
I don't think so.
I really don't. We've got the King Penguins and the Dragoons. And the bomb layers, which is that guy.
Ow! Get out! You alright?
As an aside, well, no, we'll talk about it Sunday. You know what, as an aside, you should go see the film. It's a legitimately good film. A surprisingly good film, I'd say. That's all I'm going to say on it.
I don't think so. Yeah! Shred this! Lame!
There's my 2 auto heals.
Like it?
God damn it! Alright, I give up. Let's just try another fight here, see if we can get a better seed. It's probably going to be the exact same type of encounter. What do you want to bet?
Don't wuss out now, man! I don't think so. Ow, dumbass!
Whatever.
Lame! Slam!
One of the things I found funny, so after seeing Detective Pikachu, I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry. But after seeing it, I decided to look up all the hidden references in Detective Pikachu, kind of a list. Curious what I missed.
Pick it up, phone!
And they had really dumb, obvious references. Like, did you see the Snorlax in the middle of the street? The one that was in the trailer? Jesus, people, really? That's not a...
Have some more!
Yeah, it was a video. It actually irritates me too, but whatever. Yeah, I know.
I don't think so.
The goons! Oh my god. High emotion.
I ain't done yet.
That's how it's done.
Wow, Rax. I believe you. I believe you. You know, I was talking with Pax last night. And I'm not going to name specifics because I don't feel like being more depressed than I already am. But he was talking about a particular channel which makes a lot of money and does plenty of things that are basically horrible, right? Like just dumb, awful, toxic crap of insulting people and making fun of people. And he was like, yeah, they make a ton of money. And I'm just like, clearly I am doing this all wrong, guys. Clearly. Like, at some point or another, I have to sit back and think, maybe the problem is with me and my presumption that people actually want, you know, a well-thought-out, reasoned, quality show rather than driveled garbage. So anyways, is it true the movies are canon in the live-action universe? We'll talk about that Sunday, Adam. No, I know, Rax. People really do eat it up like candy. I don't understand why. I really don't. Like, this is one of those breathing out the elbows kind of a situation. You're telling me it, and I see someone right there breathing out their elbow, and it just... my mind is twisting itself into knots trying to understand. Because I don't get it. Green Dragon. I'm gonna look this up because obviously I'm an idiot. Green Dragon. I'm just gonna sell out, guys. I'm gonna make a third YouTube channel. Okay. You, Green Dragon. There it is. Pin 306. This pin can only be acquired in a New Day mission. Okay. So I guess that means I'm literally stuck now. So I have to go back to, what was it, week 2, day 5? Hang on, you told me earlier. Week 3, day 5. I was close. Week 3, day 5 at the 104. The mindless drivel runner. I mean, which one makes more money, Adam? But no, of course you're right. See, here's the thing, and unlike some people, I actually understand this. Me going into, like, me becoming a mindless drivel runner, you know, unironically, and actually doing that, all that would be me being one of 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 other people who are doing the same thing. I've talked about this when it comes to the mobile market, too. Too many developers and, actually, too many publishers look at the mobile market and think, look at the $58 billion that the mobile market made. We could be making that money. And they don't understand that they don't get that $58 billion, or even half of it, or even 1% of it, right? Like, it's like saying, I'm going to toss, like, okay, I've got my ping pong ball. It's got my number on it. And if this number comes up, I win. I'm going to toss this into a vat with tens of thousands of other ping pong balls. Right? Just to break this down. What I do is actually pretty unique. I mean, there are other people who do what I do, but not that many. Guys, I'm not trying to win the lottery anyways.
You're good as gone. I don't think so.
Yeah!
That's another thing, Adam. How many times, so this is going to be a weird parallel to what Adam's talking about, but the comics industry actually had this problem. So, some of you probably actually remember this era. This was back in the mid to late 90s. It was when people started discovering that comic books were popular and becoming more widely accepted and presented and blah, blah, blah. And so as a consequence, collectors started really, Jesus Christ, getting into collecting and selling comic books, just for as an investment, right? The catch is, most of those people who were doing it were basically already too late. They were already too late to the party. They had already lost by virtue of the fact that the game had been called before they started playing. Because those things that were popular or not popular, that's the wrong word. Money. Those things that were, geez, whoa. Let's try that again. Ha, gotcha, Dakota. Those things that were popular before you started collecting. Now that people know that it's popular, I keep using the word popular, it's the wrong word. Worth money. Those things that were valuable are valuable because they're old and nobody made any of them. And now people are like, oh, well, now we got to collect them. And the value automatically jumps down because A, they're making more of them. B, more people are looking for them. And C, the value of the old things is going to keep going up, but that's already been invested in. Like, you don't suddenly get to start investing in coins now. If you happen to have coins from 100 years ago, then yeah, you're great. Yeah, baseball cards, I use coins as the analogy, obviously, but baseball cards was the same thing.
That was nothing.
It was the same thing with, like, artwork of certain artists. This is an old trope, too. This goes back a ways.
I don't think so.
But yeah, the speculator boom. Speculators is the word I was actually looking for earlier. The speculator boom is always kind of a unique trap because it looks so tempting. But the way it works in reality land is the moment you notice that something is worth speculating on, you are generally too late to invest into it. Now, the way true professional speculators will work is they will basically do a kind of a sweeping fishnet catch-all speculation to try and speculate on all sorts of things, not knowing what the next big thing is going to be, and basically just gambling on it, like actual investment, in other words. Some of those are successful and some of them are not. Like the people who got into Bitcoin for the extremely brief period of time where it was actually valuable, those people made decent money. And then everyone else got into Bitcoin, and those people lost money. I didn't get anything out of that. Yeah, whatever.
Hell yes! That was tough.
Why did we get on this topic? Oh, right. I was talking about why I'm not going to turn into the garbage runner.
How much have you been paid? Take it easy. R-E-L-A-X. Would you like to have some?
Well, part of the problem, in my opinion, and this is entering the realm of speculation, is that I feel that consultants are ruining the management decisions of publishers. Because I guarantee you, with total certainty, that there are at least a few consultants out there who are basically saying exactly what Emotion Bomb just mentioned. The idea of going and being like, oh, you know, this is just free money you could be having. Think of all this free money you could get if you know, you actually did this. Woo, digested the food. So now Rex is telling me day 2... Week 2. Hang on, week 2. Hang on, so let's go week 2, day 3. Sure. Where the hell's the bus terminal? You're starting to get my luck on walkthroughs, Rax. Thank you. For God's sakes. Right. I've decided not to even bother. Week 2, day 4. Maybe he'll let me go left.
Huh? Tell me who you are and who you were. How much you...
There we go. I don't understand your question, Baron. I'm sorry. It sounds like you just said, and then you do the other thing. I don't know. I think I'm just stupid nowadays. I did get that question on Tumblr earlier. Apparently, anyone with an IQ over 65 knows I'm an idiot.
That was a nice distraction.
For those of you not aware, 64 and under IQ is supposed to be people who are mentally disabled, who can't function without external assistance.
I can't.
I've said it before, I am pretty stupid. I mean, would a smart person not be as successful, or be as not successful as I am?
Don't make this worse for yourself.
But yeah, no, I think I mentioned this already on my Discord. I got a lot of really toxic questions, like legitimately toxic questions last night.
Easy.
So some troll or some group of trolls got a hold of my Tumblr and just went nuts on it. Whatever.
Have fun, nigga.
Exactly, Baron. Actually, I was thinking about economics recently. I know, weird, right? And I was thinking about how uniquely messed up the very concept of economics is. Whoops. Let me put it to you this way. You ever heard of the saying, the rich get richer? You know, the rich get richer, poor get poorer is usually how that's said. But you've heard the saying, the rich get richer, right? Well, I was thinking about it, and the funny thing is, well, there are obviously, you know, the rich keeping poor people down things, and that's a very, very common thing going back to the Roman era, is how long that's been going on, that we know of. But I started thinking about it, even if people were cool, like, even if every rich person in the world woke up tomorrow and was like, you know what? Even if that happened, the rich would still get richer. And the disparity would still exist. You know why? Because money is it's a form of power, right? Now, what power means is the ability to do. Let me put it to you this way. Let's say you wanted to make more money, right? Right now. I think I just screwed up completely. Oh, they're still good. So if you wanted to make more money right now, well, there's not a lot of ways you can do that. Well, I'm saying that wrong. Actually, there's a lot of ways you can do that. But that's kind of my point, is the amount of money you have determines how many things you can do. Money, power, action. You with me? Ergo, someone with more money, even if they're good. Like, just if we presume the concept of a good person exists, and these people are good people, they're still going to make more money, and that disparity is still going to get worse because they have access to more methods to make more money than you do. Period. They literally have the base capacity that you don't. Like, let me put it to you this way. If I was to do what's basically the safest form of investment, which is, I can't think of the name of it right now. I'm going to sound really stupid here because I can't think of the name of it. It's got a name. I've looked into it. It's actually probably the type of investing I would do if I was investing. That investment method has a rough, very rough return on investment of about 1/100th. That means you get a monthly income, a monthly amount of money back out of your investment at a rate of 0.01, or in other words, 1% of the money you put into it. Make sense? That means in order to make enough money to barely be able to exist, to be able to just to afford rent and bills, nothing else, I would need to invest $300,000. Right? Like, just use a real life practical application of what I'm talking about. Now, if you already have $300,000, well, then you can invest it that way. In fact, you could probably invest, say, about half of that into the safe method, and then the other half into less safe methods, which, you know, are a gamble, like investment is. Really? But, have the chance of then getting you even more money. You now have access to more options, in other words. Let's say you have $3 million. $3 million? Well, you could invest all over the place at that point, couldn't you? You could invest in real estate, you can invest in futures, you can set up a few CDs, you can actually put money into one of the mega banks, which I can never think of the names of, but they exist, and they're kind of horrible, really. All sorts of stuff, right? Or even if you just wanted to do straight up safe, if you just wanted to invest all $3 million in the safe method, then congratulations.
How's my...
You would have, you'd be making $30,000 a month, basically. Funnily enough, Jim Sterling recently did a video where he talked about the only 100% guaranteed way to make money is to have money. And that is very true.
That was a nice distraction.
So I don't know how to solve this battery problem. Let me think about this for a second. I have an idea. Hang on. I can't just quit playing the game. I'm not done yet. Although, I gotta be honest, this isn't impressing me all that much so far. A new day isn't, I mean, like this weird grind wall that I'm walking into. It's not impressing me all that much. So I actually have a charger, which I usually don't even need. This is basically just a backup, because I like to be safe. Which core? It's right there. So we're gonna do this whole thing. I'm gonna laugh if this is like not the way to progress through a new day. Plug this in somewhere, don't I? Let's just plug it in over here. We'll be simple today. I don't need to be fancy. Anyways, long story short, economy is a messed up concept. A very necessary concept if you think about it. It's still messed up. It would probably take some serious societal upheaval on a fundamental level to make the concept of economy what it, and I'm just going to say this as long as I can, should be. I will say, now this is going to sound really weird, but since we're talking about economics and we're halfway controversial anyways, what the hell ever, right? One of the things that doesn't bother me is the concept of rich people. I know that sounds really strange to say that. But, I mean it. I don't have any problem with the concept of rich people. What bothers me... There we go. Oh, that's even less charged. Oh, wow. Okay. No, that's okay. We can make this work. What bothers me is the concept of the super rich. The absurdly rich. Yeah, as Rax just said. You got there before me. The people who are not rich, they are stupid. People who are swimming in literally billions of dollars of assets and resources and own chunks of companies and terrain and just absolutely ludicrous levels of wealth. What am I doing? Right, I'm killing people. And by people, I mean noise, not people. No people. We here at the Lore Runner do not condone killing people. Unless you're playing Grand Theft Auto, then it's just bonus points. And they just want... You're absolutely right, Max Time. The phrase for which the Game of Thrones is named also applies to rich people. Because, historically speaking, I don't know how true this is anymore, but historically speaking, a huge amount... Why is this being so weird? A huge amount of rich people basically do the whole let's make more money thing as a way to... It's doing that thing again. Look at it. Hang on. Come on. There we go. Okay. As a means of entertainment, it's what they do for fun. It's their hobby, is making even more money. They don't need it. They don't want it. They're just making more money because whatever.
It's worse for yourself.
It's what you do. And historically speaking, that has been very true. Now, again, I don't know how true that is still. But yeah, it's high score. It's just brownie points. It's just... And you know what? I can explain this so simply because I've seen normal people have this exact same mentality. How many of you have ever played an MMO that has a DPS meter? And how many of you have seen people who unnecessarily and needlessly, often to the expense of the raid's success, just pad the meter. That's what that's called, padding the meter. There's nothing for it. It doesn't help the fight.
So, who's next?
It doesn't do anything. It's just bonus points. It's a score. Now the difference is that's an MMO where, you know, ultimately it's not really all that detrimental to anything. Those super rich people, they are literally making the world a worse place on a fundamental level to pad the meter. Well, like, so let me give you an just one example off the top of my head, Takoida, of how padding the meter could be worse. So let's say you're... Whoop. There he is. Let's say you're fighting a pack of enemies that have to all be killed at the same time. They have to be. It's actually within 2 seconds of each other. So let's say that these three people are like, I gotta pad the meter, and are just tunnel visioning into one particular mob. And so what you have is a lopsided offset where these three die and then everything else dies, and then these three come back and die and then everything else dies, and this happens, right? That's just one example off the top of my head of where padding the meter is a bad thing. There's other examples. As Rax says, people who pad the meter are usually doing so to the expense of actually paying attention to the fight.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Now, there are also fights where padding the meter is just fun. I've done it, too. Where it's just like, okay, yeah, we won. Time to pad the meter. I'm trying to think of a specific example. There was this one fight we used to do semi-regularly, and I can't think of what it was. It's one where basically, once you get the boss to 1 health, you've won. Actually, I'm thinking of Diablo 3, aren't I? In Diablo 3, once you get Diablo himself to, in Act 4, to 1 health, you've won. The fight's over. But he still has a health bar, and he still takes damage until he finally actually dies. So then it's just, you just kind of go nuts. It's like, okay, we won. We did it. The fight's over. Now we're just going to have fun and try and pad the meter. But that is ultimately a very different mentality, and you know, doesn't really have the same consequences. The Lich King in Wrath is another example of that, yeah. Oh yes, Pandaria also has that stupid fight with the 3 monks who have to die at the same time, too. Surely that's 10 now, right? Surely that's 10! Am I up to 9?
Focus.
I admittedly haven't been counting, which is my fault. I hope these are counting as 4 each time I do this. It's funny if it was counting as 1 each time I chain them. And by funny, I mean terrible.
How's my aim?
Oh, really, Rex? Oh, wow. There's only one thing to do then. Thankfully, you can run instantly and without real consequence from fights. I say without real consequence. You do actually lose sync with your partner every time you run, in increasing amounts, basically. That's the consequence for running. Which actually, while we're on the subject of the weirdly large number of things this game does right, not only does it handle trash pretty well, but it handles running from encounters pretty well. And there's the lawn people again.
I can't.
That was quick.
Because
Nice distraction.
because there's 9 divines, Emotion Pawn. What are you talking about?
Focus.
Have fun, Neku. Rest in peace.
The noise. Honestly, yes, Max Time. This is, in my opinion, not good game design. Like, I haven't really had an issue with any of the little mini-games or side things that the wall openers have had to do the whole game. And then out of nowhere, it's like, okay, I want you to go craft this one strangely rare badge, and just... Really?
Watch yourself.
That was quick. That was a nice distraction.
It probably doesn't help, and granted, this is just because of my unique circumstance, but it doesn't help that I actually don't have any benefit from doing these fights at all. Whoops. Yeah, exactly. If this just needed a lot of yen, there's plenty of ways of getting a lot of yen in this game. Sure, you know. Bus terminal. Okay. Wait, actually, hang on. Let me make sure that I'm muted.
Don't make this worse for yourself. How's my aim? How's my aim? That was quick.
Good, done for the moment. Thank you, Rax, is what I was trying to say there. Oh, Tektite! So that's 2 Tektite. How many do I need? 6, I think? 5, 6, something like that. I'm up to 2. Don't let me lose track here. We're just gonna keep doing these one at a time, because I'm being cautious since we're on hard. Okay, 5.
You're good as gone. I can't.
What's funny is I think we've gained like 8 levels ever since we started a new day.
How's my aim?
I find it funny though, because, you know, we keep turning our level down because we need drops. It'll probably be helpful whenever we get to the actual boss fight, which I'm told is really hard. So there were 6 Tektite. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Okay. Can we buy it here? Nah, it's probably better to just go there. Let's just do this. Down we go. I think I agree with Rax, though. I think that deserves a negative by itself. That's just a very not particularly well-designed wall for progression. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as bad as those stupid challenge quests in Anthem, but it's still leaning in that direction. Yeah, it's also obtuse. You're right. Like, if you weren't looking that up, I mean, obviously I'd have to look it up, but imagine for a moment, just picture, and I do try to keep this in mind when reviewing, picture you don't have the internet, and you don't have a walkthrough. So how do you find those items? Well, you do it the old-fashioned way, which just involves going through everything. But we have enough. Boop.
See you again.
Yeah, we've talked about that concept before, where how some designers, not many, but some designers will basically make stuff incredibly obtuse, basically thinking, I mean, screw it, right? People have access to the internet. What does this do? Press empty space. Well, I don't like press things, but we'll try it. Put it in place of this one for right now. And now to stab. Whoop! Let's turn it off hard. Turn down to normal. We'll leave it on level 1 for right now, though. May regret that decision in a minute. I do like how it saves your progress, so let's go ahead and do this. I've been thinking about this anyway, so we're going to give a gameplay plus and a gameplay negative. For basically the obvious here. Where's my stuffs? There's my stuffs. So the Gameplay Plus is for the New Game Plus. New Game Plus is always a plus. I've said it before, I mean it. The fact that we can just go back and redo chapters... This isn't quite to the level of Diablo 3, which is basically perfect New Game Plus, but this is pretty good. So... down into the negatives. And you know the negative. It's for what we just did. The grind... The obtuse... I like that word. I'm going to use it. The obtuse grind wall during a new day is stupid, badly designed, and a little too walk-through-itis. That was just not great. Okay. So now we go this way, I think? No, we go this way, don't we? I've decided after some thought I'm not going to give a negative to the ending. Mostly because it feels more like an aggregate, and I don't have any other story aggregate negatives to give out. Being said, I want to try out this new pin really quick.
You're good as gone.
I don't think so. Come and get it. Punk.
We're level 1 still, aren't we? I mean, we should be. Oof.
Slam.
Come on. Come on.
Come on. Ow. Ha. Slam.
There we go.
Damn it.
Did not want to do that. Yeah, I know the battery's low. Shut up.
I don't think so. Ha. Lame. Ha. Have some more.
Okay, so this is... That's actually pretty nice once I finally have it cleared up and do it. That might be good for boss cracking.
That was nothing.
Problem was I had too much stuff on trash to really use it properly.
That's how it's done.
A Gatling gun. No, that sounds totally normal to me. Emotion pun.
What?
I'm sorry, do you mean me? Please state your business. It's quite uncouth to accost someone out of the blue like that. Another thing, you seem to be mistaken. My name's Yoshia, for my first name, Kiryu for the last. Joshua is not exactly accurate. This isn't the Joshua, I know. Yeah, he's even more of a whack job than before. God. See, I automatically mentally say OMG is oh my god, but she actually probably says, OMG, what's wrong with him? He's acting like so weird. But that's all it is. Acting, now cut the crap, yo. Did you just curse? Hell yeah, I did. I mean, that ain't important right now. Point is that you can see us, which means you're part of the game too. Tell us, are you the game master? Game the master? Well, I'm no master, but I'm quite proficient with a mouse and key. We ain't talking about that kind of game, yo. Oh, perhaps I misunderstood. I don't know what you know, man, but I know you know something. And if you don't spit it out, I'm gonna make you cough it up, yo. Say that is run! OMG! Like totes ditched you guys. Rude. I think I like voicing her best now. Get him! So yes, just to be clear, I had actually a theory that I was wrong, but no, that was mandatory for progression. That is main plot. So we had to do that stupid, weird grind thing for main plot. Alright, what? What do you want? To kill some noise. Syncrave. Yeah, I actually already had that happen, but thanks, game. I should probably stop being level 1 since I don't care about drops anymore. I hope.
You're good as gone.
Rhino. Rhino! 2 rhinos! Please. There we go.
Shred this!
Come on. Come on. Okay, this isn't happening. There's actually 3 rhinos at the moment after having killed one of them. That was not helping.
Take this!
There we go.
Take this! Shred this!
Depends on tactics, Emotion Palm. If the former country knows what it's doing, they will win before the latter country can catch up. If the latter country knows what they're doing, they might be able to endure long enough to be able to catch up. See Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union for a real-life example of both of those. What I like about the Blades one, well, I mean, I like several things about it, but unlike the lightning bolt, I can stop it at any time. I'm not stun locked into it, and I can move it, so I can, do this. See, instead of being locked into one position. Oh, god dang it! No more rhinos. No more rhinos. No more rhinos. Holy crap!
Shred this! Shred this!
No more rhinos. No more rhinos. Jesus! Ah! Got a whole bunch of stuff after that. Look at that. What was that? 7 Rubelites, 7 Morganites, whatever those are. That was fun. All clear. Well, it depends on tactics, Caspian. That's kind of my point, really. Like, if the strong Navy knows what they're doing, they will rush over them before they can, adapt at all.
What?
You two again? Please, you must forgive me. I'm utterly baffled by your queries. You sure you aren't mistaking me for another personage? That is, I'm not stuttering, but he's stuttering the whole time. I strongly doubt I can provide the answers you seek. Ah, but if I may be an assistance another way, by all means. I'd happily lend you my phone or recite a poem if you enjoy poetry. First kid seriously lost his marbles, yo. Complete different person. What if it's contagious? We should probably get out of here like ASAP. Actually, regarding an earlier inquiry, that is, I know someone maybe will offer his name is Hanikoma. Well, certainly the first letter of his surname is indeed H. That said, I'm unable to recall him ever using that moniker. I don't know, Phones. What if H-Man's just as out of it as Pris Kid? I know, right? Oh my god. She literally just spelled out, I know, right. This literally sounds like a total waste of time, lol. LOL. Sure. Apologies for the sudden call. I'm with the man who seems quite vexed. Mr. H? I hear you're quite vexed. What's on your mind, boss? Again. Oh, don't me. No, he's fine. Listen, Mr. H, say no more. I think I know what's going on. You and your buddy are having trouble finding your way out of Shibuya, right? Yo, H-Man, can you hear us? You gotta tell us what's going on, man. Dude, chill. Your friend sounds eager for answers. Tell him I'm still trying to piece it together, but I know one thing for sure. Someone's making some serious mischief in Shibuya. Who the hell's mischief? WTF? Like, who would even think to do something like that? It's totally not me. Lol.
Words make me feel right. I would be glad to stay in your sight. Let's fade into this.
Are you, like, seriously going to meet that creepy old guy? Okay, but, like, how do you know it's not a trap or whatever? Because I know Mr. H. We can trust him.
I'm lost in
But then I have a vision. A vision. Of something that happened back in week 1. So that's not really a vision so much as a memory. It's nothing. Don't you leave me hanging like that, yo. Sorry, just another vision. You and Rhyme. And that's it. Seriously, you were just there. OMG, Neko, are you okay? You literally look like you just saw a ghost. Yeah, I'm fine. This is rather awkward, but I believe you may have forgotten I was still present. Which is fine, I guess, since I gather Hanakoma has agreed to assist you. OMG, there he goes again! Not even saying goodbye, yo. Hey, Green Dragon. Drag empty space to ignite a wall of fire that inflicts damage on all it touches. Afterwards, it generates a tornado that knocks enemies into the air. Okay, I gotta try that out. Hang on. That actually sounds like the very first fire pin I ever got, just better. So, we're actually gonna drop that out. This, and then actually we're gonna do this. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. Got it. Back I go. Yeah, I do want to try this out. Or not. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Max Time. Like, I tend to be more in favor of gyro controls, which is basically what this is, but... yeah. Oh, this might suck. Oh, God! And we're dead. Holy crap! Hang on. Let's try that again. Let's bring it down a little bit more before we try the new pin out.
Watch yourself.
Split! God, that's just nuts.
I don't think.
The Bears hit for 256. I have 200 health right now.
Watch yourself. I don't think so. Get out! Booyah! Lame. Ha! Terminated. Lame. Dumbass.
Neither of them would win a motion pond. They'd both be economically ruined for pursuing the war.
Have some more.
There are so many frogs here!
Have some
Let's go nuclear really quick here. Wars. Oh god, this is a terrible setup. Okay, we'll do... God, this is awful.
Get up, phone.
I'm there.
I'm serious though. The Navy Nation would crush the Army Nation's ability to properly trade and interact with other nations, strangling their economy. And the Army Nation would absolutely destroy the Navy Nation's ability to operate, because their economy would also be wrecked by virtue of keeping a large Navy active for a long period of time, while they try to claim territory that they don't have the infantry to do so with. So it would basically turn into a standstill where both people's economies just kind of self-destruct. God, I'm gonna die at the last second here because I'm just horrible.
I'm fading.
Yep. Oh, Jesus. Well, whatever. I tried it out. I'm happy. Shut up. Do I have a better healing pin? I mean, I have a pin with more uses. This is a 3-use 50%, and I have that thing, which is 30% 4-use. Well, I'm being asked extremely vague questions, Dakota. What do you want from me? Is there another healing? Smiley face, smiley face. Give me a second. Whoop. Hello. Damn. Yeah, no, you're right. That will be better, though. Let's slot that in and start leveling it then. Well, in that case, the person who would win is the person who has Superman on their side. Ah, and that's why I need the green dragon pins for this right here. Okay, that makes sense.
To tell you the truth in this contract, I don't care about anything but me. I just want the cash transferred to my account, cause it make me feel alright. I'm busy, dizzy, lazy, got a global eyes and glowing mind. Above all, I'm wise and very well organized. Make me a compromise.
Nope.
Watch me rise high for the last time.
Whoops. That's not. Again. The Revenge of the Reaper review. Yes, I have. You're talking about Red Dawn, right? Or Red Sun? Red something. Someone switched layout on the town. If you want to get to Udagawa, where should I go first? That one! Brain Beam was a tap space, wasn't it? Or that one. Or maybe it's that one. I have no idea. How do you use Brain Beam? I guess I can look it up. I can actually look that one up. Hang on. I know that. That's why the second one's charging. There we go. Bin 12? That's the Happy Beam. Where's the Brain Beam? No, that's the Playmate Beam. Where's the Brain Beam? Okay. What would a noise number 98 on hard leave behind? This is why I don't like these quizzes, by the way. But I can at least look up what noise 98 is. I don't understand your question fully, Emotion Pawn. I suppose yes for the government and no for the people would be my answer to you. Okay, 98. is not on this list. It goes up to 96. Okay, Tektite. I was actually thinking Tektite. But that was just going to be a guess, really. Oh my god. Anywho. I'll be able to answer, but I'm happy to try. Ask him, he knows. Dude, quit putting in. And quit taking so long, yo! Frankly, I'm not sure there is a GN this time. The game's different than I've ever seen before. Does that mean Joshua's not the composer? Joshua? Oh, you mean Yoshia? Yeah, Yoshia. Let me spin that one back at you. Did the game seem like the composer to you? No. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. So for the whole Yoshia thing, isn't it Joshua? Not as far as I know. I've only ever heard of this Joshua, only... I've never heard of Joshua, only Yoshia. If that kid is who I think he is, then he probably doesn't know a thing. If he's who you think he is, then he probably won't say a thing. I'm just trying to lend you a hand. In any case, you're on the clock, so you better get moving. Ever since I came here, I've been having these strange visions. Some of them are flashbacks, but the others show places and people I can't recall. Visions, huh? If you can't remember what you're seeing, then chances are someone's trying to show you something new. Don't worry about that for now. The important thing is you have the memories you have. They're what'll help you separate fact from fiction. Because we can always rely on our memories. Alright, here we go. I should probably stop being at level 1. A 3 reduction chain battle. Yeah, we're gonna stop being at level 1. We're just gonna... There we go. 3 chain.
Open up your senses.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many ways we could take that joke. Plenty of fiction has done the memory alteration thing.
Watch yourself.
I don't think so. Yeah! Take this! Get out!
I was thinking, Lore, why are you focusing on the wolves first? You're kidding me, right? Have I not expressed how much I hate these wolves throughout this game? High-level taboo noise, alternate doom death noise, wolves. Yeah, no, I'm going to be a little more cautious. Although I can't kill anything.
I don't think so.
Come on.
Come and get it! Come and get it! Slam! Punch! Come and get it!
Level back up. Sheesh. Yeah, Total Recall. Total Recall the movie, Total Recall the other movie, and then Total Recall the book. All of which are actually pretty different from each other. Because why not?
Get out! Take this! Lame! Ha! Dumbass! Take this! Come and get it!
Stop the replicating! We're not fucking slimes. Oh god, I'm losing control. There we go.
Get out!
So it's probably not obvious, but my controller is also getting a little bit less precise, and it's wigging out more. Probably because it's so low on battery. I've got the other one charging over there, so I'm just gonna leave it on the charger until I need it.
I don't think so. Ha! Come and get it! Yeah! Lame! Ha! Dumbass! Yeah! Dumbass!
Do that one, baby. Sheesh.
Lame! I don't think so. Take this! Yeah!
This is the first fight of 3, guys.
some more. Damn it. Damn it. I don't think so. Come and get it. Yeah. Come and get it.
I hate to blow this on two things, but god damn. Excuse my language, but shit.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
Oh my god, one of them laughed. Don't split! Don't split! Don't you dare split.
Come back when you grow a pair.
Round 2. Notice I am completely out of heals now.
I don't think so. Dumbass.
I don't actually think I can do this. Probably gonna have to redo this on easy.
I don't think so.
The rhinos are gone. Now for the actually hard things. It's really sad when the rhinos are one of the easier things I'm fighting here. Replicating wolves and freaking frogs. God.
Get out!
The only good thing is that these are healing me, because there's so many of them. And the down thing is there's so many of them, so I'm not going to be able to kill them faster than they're hurting me.
Have some more.
Oh, heal, thank God. So I just dinged, which of course heals you in this game, so that's nice. Hang on, Emotion Pun, I really can't look at it right now, I'm sorry. I saw you texted me something. Something about a civil war, and that's all I caught before I had to start dying to frogs and wolves. No!
I don't think so. Get out!
Replicated. The wolf replicated, why? Why, God? Why do you hate me so? Okay, frog's down, frog's down.
Have some more.
Saving that limit for the third round. What you're saying is you secretly hate me, Emotion Pawn.
Come and get
You
it.
want me to produce 15 videos a day to satisfy your demands because you don't understand what I do for a living. I'm kidding, obviously. Although I do get those kind of comments pretty frequently. I'm pretty sure all YouTubers do at this point. I think at some point it'd become more, more commonly known what it takes to be a YouTuber or a streamer.
I ain't done yet.
Okay, round 3.
Don't wuss out now, man.
Well, good news is no frogs.
Get out.
I was about to make the comment that people still don't even understand how significant and important, trash collectors are, so... And that's been something that's been going around for a few centuries or millennia, depending on how you think of it. Oh yeah, no, we're probably doomed on that point. Let's go ahead and blow this. As I say, I should be blowing this more often, honestly. I am just getting tons of sync right now. I hate this sync thing. This is my least favorite by far. Oh, whoops. Of the 3.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
I don't think so. Come and get it. Yeah. Dumbass. Punk. Yeah. Booyah.
Well, it's funny. I think of myself as pretty boring. Emotion. But then again, I have to deal with me every day. Actually, I was talking to Pax last night about this. One of the things I do like about this, and I did comment on this, I think, yesterday, was I like how the different types of attacks literally force you to play differently. as in like different input, different interactions to produce different weapon types effectively. I do like that.
Take this! Come on!
Like it's kind of it's like a lot of DS games. It's very innovative, even if it's not actually all that fun. I'm not saying this game isn't fun. Obviously, I'm pretty sure that we're still at a net positive here and everything, except for gameplay. But I got a perfect example for this. Legend of Zelda: Phantom Hourglass is an extremely innovative game that absolutely uses the DS to the fullest of its extent and does a lot of really unique, awesome, fun, innovative things. It's a game I hope I never play again, because it's not that good of a game. My God, they knew what they were doing with just playing with the DS there. And as I said, I feel like a lot of DS games, the developers were like, oh, man, let's just see what we can do with it. You know? I was actually looking up those pig, those pig noise earlier, and apparently one of them, the way to get rid of it is to put your DS into sleep mode. Just little stuff like that.
I don't think so. Come back when you grow there.
Red Steel. That is another excellent example on the Wii. I actually frickin' did it. I just want to get a flex in that I actually managed that, because holy crap, I didn't think I was going to manage that. What did I get out of that? Bunch of stuff. Holy crap. Several levels. Still getting more experience. There we go. Okay. Oh, evolution. Okay, so what was your question of Ocean Pod? Still leveling. Wow. How's this one doing? What? It evolved to worse? Oh. It also cures HP drain. It does feel like it's worse, but at the same time... No, that's still worse. What the hell? Because, like, the other smiley face... Here, check this out, I still got... Yep, there it is. It goes up to level 5, right? At 50%, so that's 5 uses, hypothetically, of 50% heal. This goes up to level 3 with 30% heal. This is a good time to mention... I mentioned the gameplay mechanics thing. That's one of the negatives I gave the game. One of the mechanics is there's 3 types of experience, and I don't remember what the third one is, but there's a regular experience and then there's offline experience. And which experience you get determines how they evolve. And in several cases, for the most part, it's not an issue. There are a few pins where that can become an issue, and I forget the cycle. Oops, excuse me. There's one specific cycle of pins. I forget the name of it. Someone in chat might know. Where basically, if you just keep leveling, the final form will level into the first form, and it'll just keep doing this over and over and over. The Eden. That's the one. That's the one. So what you're saying is you're trying to start a civil war from ultranationalists, which not only has happened in real life, but has happened in a lot of fiction. So yeah, it sounds perfectly reasonable to me, Emotion Bomb. By the way, this one doesn't even evolve. So we're just stuck with a worse pin now. Whatever. I did it. Hell out of my way. Attack capsules. Ooh. You can actually get attack capsules somehow. I forget how. There they are.
It's edible.
Look, the only way to beat the noise is to take steroids, okay? kinda wish I had someone other than Beat here while I'm on the subject, but whatever. Like, literally, I would take either of the other two over Beat. Niku, made any progress? You're getting somewhere, I guess. Not bad, but not slack off, otherwise I might beat you to the goal. Gotta get back to my old self and achieve my dream of becoming a fashion designer. That, like, totes sounds like the real Shiki, doesn't it? It does. I've got to take back my dream too, whatever it was. I have a long face. You don't still think I'm a fake, do you? Nah, it ain't like that, yo. I'm just confused is all. Reapers took your memories in me once before. Just can't remember if this is how it felt. That's too bad. I don't feel any less real than you. If only there were a way I could prove it's me. Beat, look out! No! Shove. Deja vu. No. She's totally for real dead. My vision came true, even though it was actually kind of a deja vu vision. OMG! Watch out, Beat! That noise is like totes dangerous. Raven Ball? What the hell is Raven Ball?
I don't think so.
Ah!
Get out!
I'm guessing I need to avoid the Raven Ball.
Get out!
Feels like a thing I should do. Oh my god. Yeah, let's just blow this immediately. Damn it.
Get up, phone.
I'm there.
That's true, it was purple instead of red, so it was extremely minorly different.
I don't think so. What? Yeah! You alright?
Oh my god! Many sharks. Many splitting sharks. Oh god, and my controller's wigging out on me. Over here, go over here. Ah, I can't move. I might have to pull this down to easy. I can barely move with their stun locks.
I don't think so. You alright? Come on! Yeah! Have some more. Yeah! What? Dumbass! You alright? Yeah!
Apparently, Maverick. Jeez.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
Apparently, Rax. Who knew?
You alright?
Oh god, they're still splitting! They're still making new ones! They really like doing the full knockdown to me, too. It's the worst type of stun lock in this game. When they actually knock you on the ground for a few seconds.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm great. I have never been better. I'm being eaten alive by giant spirit sharks composed of the leftover souls of people who died.
Take this!
Also caused by negative emotions, because they're freaking unversed. Look, I'm sorry, they're unversed, okay? There's nothing wrong with it. It's what they are. They're unversed. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've done hardly any damage to the actual boss. I've almost cleared out all the ads. Until he starts summoning more.
You alright?
I'm just gonna chill for a second. Even though this is actually very dangerous with these mutators.
You alright?
And it heals.
Slit this!
Yeah, I need bats in here really quick. Can someone find Batman? I have a desperate and burning need for Batman right now. Whoops. Whatever.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
The swords are really hard to activate for me next time. In fact, I have tried to use the swords a few times. They have not decided to come out. The swords are a tap on an empty space, which is kind of a thing to do. Yeah, we're probably just going to go ahead and turn it down to easy.
Watch yourself.
I don't think so. You all right? Yeah. Take this. Come on. Yeah. What? Flame.
I mean, that's happened a lot of times historically, yes. Move!
You all right?
Can't move!
I don't think so. Ow! Come and get it. You all right? Dumbass. Take this. Flame. Yeah. Flame. Yeah. Dumbass.
God, that orb hurts. Yikes.
Damn it. I don't think so.
God, I'm gonna die just from the bleed, even if he doesn't hit me.
Yeah. Have some more.
You're right, by the way, Rex. Sorry, I didn't appropriately answer you there.
At least we won, right? That's how it's done. Huh?
OMG! That is like legit tragic. You like totes don't want that to happen to you, do you? TBH, you guys need to like seriously finish this mission and get out of here. Maybe she's right, yo. He's just now thinking that his visions might be of the future. God, Neku, you're supposed to be the smart one. Hello, like Earth to Neku. That old guy is like literally shady AF. I mean, his beard just screams sketch. She is trying way too hard not to get us to Mr. H. She's totally evil. I was actually kind of kidding earlier, but no, she's evil. She's evil. So anyway, since this is now garbage, we're gonna go back to... Honestly, let's do this one. What? Okay. If this is another grind fest, I swear to God. So I gotta figure out where the Molko is relative to this. No. Emotion Pawn. Let me guess, Molko is past him. That's totally where I gotta go, isn't it? Well, I don't know if you've ever seen the Two Towers Emotion Pawn, but I'm not on anyone's side because nobody's on my side. Alright, where's the 104? I actually don't remember. Wish I had a real map. Actually, that's an interesting question. Is the map changed? I can't even tell. Yeah, whatever. So the map hasn't changed. Great. Hang on. Let me make sure I'm going to the right place first, because I think I need to get to the 104. Yep. Head to 10-4, and you'll find them. I need 99s, and I need to be on hard difficulty. I also probably need to lower my level on hard difficulty. I need to find the 104 first. So let's just start right-walling this for a bit. Hang on, I feel a voice compelling me to go this way. And suddenly I feel a voice compelling me once again, telling me to go the only direction I hadn't gone yet. This is where I came from. Ah, there we go. Guess I was at the 104. I didn't even recognize it. Ah! Well, thank you, Rex. Okay, so we're at 104 right now. Okay. I guess I'd side with the Republic then if I had to, Emotion Pawn. I'm not big on national identity. I've seen it cause too many problems for too many years, historically speaking. And that's my reason why. So, I had to pick, that's why. Okay, so I need to fight 99s, whatever those are, and they need to be on hard. And I need this to be down here. This is gonna suck! What? The world? One second. Oops. Oh. Sorry. Amazon's being like, hey! So we're not going to chain, because we're not insane.
Don't what's up now, man? I don't think so.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I just want you guys to do me a favor. As soon as I get out of this, I want you to just watch my health on the right side of the screen, okay? Just watch it. Keep an eye on it, okay? Whoops.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there!
I don't think so. Get out! Punk!
Okay, I don't think I got hit that time. The reason I asked you to do that is because last time I got hit at all, it was about 2/3 of my health. I'm not sure if it was one hit or two, but it was a lot of damage.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there!
The dripping like water is because I have a bleed effect simply for being in the battle. There you go. That's what I was trying to show you. Retry. Can't turn it down. We need to be on hard.
Ready for a beatdown? I don't think so, punk!
Why I keep burning this so often. The more I'm doing this, the less chance they have of hitting me. That and I'm generating sync like nothing else right now.
Pick it up, phone!
I'm there.
I don't think so. Booyah! Sweat this!
And another one. This so badly.
Pick it up, phone!
I'm there.
I don't think so. Yeah! Dumbass!
God, did you see that one hit I just took? That was one hit I just took.
Punk!
Souls.
Yeah!
No, it isn't, because in Dark Souls at least the game gives you options to properly dodge.
I don't think so. Punk! Yeah! Punk! Come and get it!
Well, you don't like the roller coaster attacks in Kingdom Hearts 3? That everyone hates, and they finally gave an option to just turn those off, thank God. Although, is that like difficulty locked, or can you just turn those off? Like, is that an option now? 'Cause that'd be awesome if it's just an option now. And they're like, what? No, we're not dead. We're not even close to dead. What are you talking about? Why would we be dead? You're the one who's dead. Oh, that sucks, Rex. Oh, well.
Have some more!
15 negative to Kingdom Hearts 3's game. I'll allow you to skip those. Actually, I feel like we did give a negative for those things, didn't we? I mean, they're stupidly useful, which is kind of irritating, actually. It's like deciding not to use blue magic in FF5. It's like, well, I mean, you don't need to, but god dang.
Have some more!
I love this 4 damage a hit I'm doing here, by the way. Oh my god, they're still splitting!
Punk! Sweat this!
That is actually a great filler attack, though, because it completely prevents them from moving while it's happening. Oh my god, they split again! They split again! How many times do you... How does the split mechanic actually work? Like, I thought you could prevent it. I'm starting to think it's just infinite enemies. I'm just gonna be fighting wolves the rest of my life. This is the rest of today's stream, guys, is fighting these wolves. Right here.
Get out!
I was kidding! I was kidding!
Yeah! I don't think so. Yeah! Dumbass! Sweat this! Yeah! Slam! Yeah!
You know, there's some games where I'll try to do this on purpose. Like FF4, I think, was the first game I tried to use a summoning boss to level.
Easy.
God! Did I get the thing I needed? Was that it? God, I don't even remember at this point. I got 2 Tay fights. Oh! Thank you very, very much, Lateralis, as ever. Much appreciate those subs, especially since you're getting so close to the 24-month streak, to the 2-year mark, so thank you. If there's anything you want to put that sub towards for a future stream that you're interested in, just let me know, and we'll be like, woo! So 99 was those guys, which do drop TIE. So it is TIE fights. I don't understand that question, Emotion Pawn. So, the Republic takes diplomacy, and then they condense it into a physical form, and they just place it onto the Imperium of Man. And the Imperium of Man's like, what is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I need one more, I think? Did I get anything in that? Yep, I need more. God dang it! Alright. Saving. It's these guys. Oh my god, there's no wolves. Thank you, God. Thank you for this bounty of no wolves. May the reign of the no wolves continue
I'm fading.
ever long, even as I die. It's worth it, because there's no wolves. Oh my gosh. Okay. Still with those guys. We're gonna QTE up a little bit. You notice how they nearly killed me there? Whoops. By the way, you want to hear just a totally random thought that occurred to me the other day?
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
You got it, Lateralus. Give me a second. This is a lot harder than it looks.
Ugh, I don't think so. Damn it! Damn it! Come on!
Move! Oh, God. Hang on. Now that I'm dead... Lateralus, Cyberpunk. Oh my god, really, Rax? Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. 15 additional negative. No, I'm kidding.
Ready for a beatdown? I don't think so.
Really? That's... okay.
Time! Don't wuss out now, man! Damn it!
Hello? Yeah, there we go.
Damn it!
Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Shut up or die. Okay, so hang on. Of course, I don't have info on this. Oh, that's true. I've already gotten one, so I can see the. Come on. So I can see the rate I need. So default chance of drop is 5. So hang on. Like say level 23 and see what it is. I'm glad you like it, Lateralus. I'm glad you got it too. Considering how many issues we've been having. Okay, so that gives 100% drop rate. Let's turn it down a little, or up a little more. Sorry, to like say here. So that brings it down to 55%. So let's go like y'all. There's got to be a better way to do this. That's 85%. Oh, it's straight multiple. I didn't actually know that. Because in that case, at 20 stars... Yep, 100%, you're right. Alright, no. So we have some health at least. A little bit of health.
Open up your senses.
How long does Civil Wars last? There's no average emotion pun.
Watch yourself.
The only thing that's changed is we have more HP. That's good, because you notice we didn't die just there.
I don't think so.
But it's still, a problem.
Lame. Take this. Come on.
Crud, crud.
Come on.
Okay, you are utterly in the way, and you need to stop existing. Okay. Now we got her back to a wall.
I don't think so. Yeah. It's like this. Punk.
Out of my vector. So Zeta slow. So Zeta slow is a dumb phrase. That's just like it doesn't roll off the tongue at all. Hey, there's 4 Tay fights, so that's 6. So I need 2 more.
Ready for a beatdown? I don't think so. It's like this. Booyah! Slam! Come and get it! Punk! Come and get it! Get up, phone! I'm there!
I just wanted on record that while you're absolutely right, Rax, I totally managed that last fight, despite being level 1. God damn it. Have to, and I'm dumb, but by God, at least I don't suck at one video game in the world.
Booyah! Dumbass! Booyah! Dumbass!
Those wolves. I actually thought I was going to die on that fight. I really did. It just kept replicating.
Get out!
No.
Punk! Come and get it! Yeah!
Oh my God.
I don't think so. Punk!
I think I figured out why it's not triggering. Because if I move at all while holding down, it doesn't do the swords one, like at all. It won't even start. So it'll either do the flame one, which is hold down and move, or it will do nothing. But if I hold down very still, then it activates like that.
Lame! Come back when you grow a pair.
So that's 9 day fights. Okay, okay. Should be good for the moment.
Hell yeah! That was tight!
Now what am I doing? Now... I don't remember what I'm doing. I need to buy something. Is it here? I need to buy them? Some vendor sells some pin I need. I don't even remember the pin anymore. No, it'd be... not that one.
Thanks a bunch. Come on in.
Wow, that is really expensive. Holy crap.
Thanks a bunch. Hi there. Come back soon. Hi there.
I mean, my bravery is so low, I'm not even sure I could buy better gear if I wanted to.
Come back soon.
Which I actually wouldn't want to, but you know, whatever. I actually don't remember what I was doing. Okay, hang on, so...
Tell me who you are and who you were. How much have you been paid? Take it easy. R-E-L-A-X.
This leads to...
Like to have something to
records.
tell you the truth.
That was it at the Mulco. So I'm at records. I need to go to... Wow, this map is weird. I actually need to go back this way. I need to turn back around. And if I didn't have a map, I wouldn't know that. Hi, Darth Trinius. This map is, like, inverted. Of course. What do you want?
He's got opinion. A
But...
posted suggestion, but
But...
reveals his name. Say one, written by someone, taken as a good one.
But...
But nobody knows who wrote it. Few lines of the sentence line. Anonymity annoying me all the time. It's like a two-channel, but people just throw their anger. Forget about those foul actions. You're traveling expensive car expectancy, supremacy. You're out of control. Control is waiting down below. You still like an experience. Too bad, too close, too late to notice where you are. There's no other way. Fantasy to the tendency. Occasionally you misunderstood. Living a life of mediocrity, legitimacy. Go over it, game over now. Is this a place to shine? Sit down to it or glamorize. It's your turn to roll the dice.
Ooh, HP tablets. I thought I can eat those. I've heard a few people complain about how much this game encourages you to not play the game. Makes sense to me, though. Okay, so this goes to... Yep, I figured that out already. Thanks, game.
Ready for a beatdown? I don't think so.
What? What's the hollow leg? Oh my god, there's two Raven Balls. Really hard not to make a Teen Titans reference either. Make reference. Anyways, I would hate that long emotion pawn, and that, I mean, I could see a nation doing that, but that would be an extremely unpopular law, let me tell you what. You're basically introducing a form of state-mandated public transportation at that point, and that only works if the public transportation is really well taken care of and funded and set up and laid out and managed and properly maintained.
I ain't done yet.
You haven't told me anything about that, so I have no idea if their public transit's good at all. Hey, T-Fights!
Hell yeah, that was tight.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me who you are and who you were. How much have you been paid? Take it easy. R-E-L-A-X. Would you like to have something to drink?
Gotcha, it's a sticker. Oh my god, now what?
About anything but
It's time for Revenge of the Reaper review. If one of these split missions starts up, what would happen? The noise multiply. What happens in a curse mission? Neku loses HP. What about Raven Ball missions? Damage orbs. Holy crap! A review I knew right off the top of my head. Oh, excuse me. Okay, we're at the Mulco. Let's buy this.
Come on in.
Yep, that's the one. Yep, there's the... God, whatever, alright, whatever. Purchase. I can buy another one, I'm not going to. Lasts one use, huh? You can also evolve. What do you think? Is the bear a better heal? Like, honest question. Rabbit? That's also a heal. It's a 50% 3 heal. 50% heal, 3 uses. And it also can evolve. Yeah, we got the money. Let's do it. Oh, there it goes. Alright, hang on. Let's see how our battery's on. So there you go. We're partially charged. We'll go ahead and put this on the charger. Okay. Oh, it's doing the thing. Hang on. Nope. No. Stop. Stop doing it. There we go. I'll see you around max time. Hope everything goes well for you. I know you're done with midterms, but you know what I mean. Did we already buy that? I think we did.
Thanks a bunch.
God, already this feels a lot more responsive. Okay, so we bought the pin. Where the hell were we taking this? I feel like this way, because this leads back to the 104. Oh yeah, let's... No. Let's see what we can do with this. Yep. There we go. We're just gonna do this for this. Wrong direction.
Ready for
This might be a bit too much even for me. And by even for me, I mean even with the difficulty options, I just sit down. They are swarming. I think this is what it feels like to be a space marine fighting the Zerg swarm right here. Here, the Zerglings are charging. What was that? I couldn't hear you over the 50,000 Zerglings attacking you. Hello? God, the stun lock is real. Okay, so I'm healing them instead of damaging them.
I don't think so.
That's an interesting problem to have. Not even sure why that's happening. I guess we'll find out at some point. Physical attacks. I don't think I have any.
Pick it up, Bones.
I'm there.
Other than this, obviously.
Come back when you grow a pair.
Wow, Darth Trinius. I was gonna say, this is our 8th or 9th anniversary this year. Once we get to August. Let's get rid of everything else really quick.
Take this.
Lots of sync.
Come on. Take this. Have some more.
Oh my god. I was too cocky. I'm just getting stun locked into oblivion here, don't mind me. Use it! Get a high modifier here. Which is why I suck at these things.
Pick it up, Bones.
I'm there.
That's not great. But yeah, it feels weird sometimes to think about how many years I've been doing this. I'm almost at the point where this is the longest job I've ever held. We're basically one more year away from hitting that point, and this will be my longest job I've ever held in my life.
Don't wuss out now, man! I don't think so. Have some more. Take this! Have some more. Get out! Get out! Damn it!
Come on.
I don't think so. Yeah! Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
At least we won, right?
Wait, do I have another one? Oh, God dang it! I'm never doing this again. Don't let me do this ever again, guys.
We up for this?
Say, Lord, don't be dumb.
Have some more. Get out!
Use the brains. What you doing? If it wasn't for this right here, I'd be completely screwed on this.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
God, those frogs. Those are the frogs of the devil.
At least we won, right?
31 rare metals.
That's how it's done.
Well, that sounds like fun to me, Lizaloke. I did spend quite a bit of time researching linguistics to figure out the method and pattern. We're just gonna do one fight this time.
Watch yourself.
Little red frogs. Red frogs. Wait a minute, he wants me to slam? Does he also want me to jam? Oh yeah, speaking of movies that aren't actually that good, but I enjoy, there's one. If you think about it, it's really not a good film, but, I mean...
I don't think so.
They absorb all of my damage because all of my damage is magical.
Some more.
Except for his damage, which is why we're doing that. That's why I keep doing this, because this is neutral damage. Or typeless, if you prefer.
Pick it up, phone.
I'm there.
So anybody like Star Trek out there? Because I have a really random comment that I want to share with someone.
Hell yes, that was open up your senses. Watch yourself. I don't think so. Come and get it. Punk. Lame. Yeah. Lame.
I didn't know about that either until I started looking into speedrunning and tassing the game. Of course, there's a lot I didn't know about FF7 until I started looking into the tassing the game. I actually worked on a task myself, though, but I did follow the one that was being crafted, because it was being crafted for a really long time. Because FF7 is weirdly resistant to tassing. They finished FF8 and FF9s long before 7s.
So, who's next?
Yeah, me too, Dakota.
That's how
I have to admit, from the perspective of a writer/director, the idea of polishing and filling in holes in FF7 is an appealing thought to me. Okay, so this leads to here. Hey, I got your stupid thing. Go away. Ooh, pancakes. Alright, what do you want? Oh my god, do a 4-chain battle. Hang on, hang on. Yep, okay, we're max level in it easy, but we have to do a 4-chain battle. Okay, whatever, let's do it. See you around, Jack and Slane Slacker.
Don't wuss out now, man!
There's nothing here is resisting magic damage, right?
I don't think so. I ain't done yet. Don't wuss out now, man! I don't think so. Damn it! Lame.
Oh, everyone's leaving me. I knew it. Oh god.
You call that a fight?
Jobs and materia? Ooh, that's a tough question. I do like the idea of jobs have different materia slots and types. Like, imagine, so one of the things FF7 never did, but something I kind of like the idea of, is basically imagine a weapon that has a yellow slot on it. And so that slot, you know, powers up yellow materia. It doesn't detriment other materia. But, you know, yellow materia is improved or mutated or whatever by being put in it, right? So imagine, for example, you know, green slots in, like, a black mage or white mage class, for example.
That was nothing.
Or grow faster. Yeah, there's a few things we can do for that.
Watch yourself.
I gotta admit, the designer, the amateur designer in me is really looking forward to what they do with FF7R. Legitimately. They'll probably disappoint me if we're being completely honest. But, you know, it's fun to think about. It's fun to speculate. Hey, Aleph, what's up?
Dumbass.
Dang, these frickin' things.
You call that a
So the question Takoida just asked Rax is, how would you combine a job system with a materia system? You know, 5 and 7, basically. Because there's some interesting possibilities there. My arm is really starting to be sore after the last few days, tell you what. This is definitely painful. Well, it's funny you say that because Bravely Default, Darth Trinius. For those of you not aware, in Bravely Default, the stones, there's basically the jobs and the changing job things is fully in lore. I just realized I'm an idiot. I've got a pillow right here. I can help mitigate some of the pain. Rest my arm on that. Okay. Weird here. Erase all noise in the area. Really? Alright, fine, whatever. Of course there's a bunch. Oh, whatever, let's just be insane about it.
Watch yourself.
So So why martial arts of all things? Is crime really that big of a problem? And also, if crime is that big of a problem, wouldn't making sure everyone knows how to fight make it worse? No, Rax. Oh my god. This right here, by the way, this is not a joke or an exaggeration. This is the biggest reason why the Zelda lore run is basically on hold.
Come and get it!
It's,
You call that a fight?
because playing Skyward Sword is pretty necessary to the lore of the Zelda series. And I've only been playing this for 3 days, and this is actually decent motion controls. Like, as far as motion controls go. Skyward Sword is so much more demanding and badly designed than this.
I don't think so.
Come and get it! Bam!
So, yeah, no.
Come on!
Come on, Nintendo. Come out with a Skyward Sword port. Because otherwise, at some point, I'm just going to have to skip it. That's the option right now. It's okay, Maverick. I got this. I got this.
Don't push out now, man!
I don't think so.
I mean, Skyward Sword is actually a pretty decent game. Underneath the absolutely atrocious control scheme. In my opinion. I like the level design and dungeon design of several of the dungeons quite a lot in Skyward. I like the story of Skyward moderately well. I like the characters quite a bit in Skyward.
Ready for a beatdown?
Skyward's one of the very few games where the NPCs have an honest-to-God character arc. I mean, there are other examples of that, of course, Midna over in Twilight Princess, but, you know, there are multiple characters who actually have a character arc in Skyward. Probably shouldn't be as rare as it is, but whatever.
You call that a fight?
Yeah, that's why I had to kind of affix that a little bit there, Aleph, because the main plot of Skyward is, I'd say, one of the worst ones of the franchise IMO. That's partially because I hate it. Alright, I have to get rid of everything. Right.
Focus.
Well, I won't spoil it, Aleph, as per my usual policy.
Watch yourself.
But all I'm going to say is that the last boss can suck it, story-wise. Honestly, and I mean this with total sincerity, it is my opinion that the inclusion of the last boss of Skyward Sword actually makes the entire rest of the series worse by its existence. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
You're good as gone. I don't think so.
Come and get
I mean, you and I, Leander, we just seem to disagree on everything, don't we? Maybe that's why you're secretly a crime lord. Because I disagree with crime, and you think crime is awesome! It makes perfect sense! Leander's just living in a gangster's paradise. Playing Sonic the Hedgehog.
Easy.
Hell yeah! That was...
Tell me
Open
who you
up
are,
your senses.
who you were, how much have you been paid? Take it easy.
I mean, if you're asking me, Motion Pond, if it makes sense that they would make a law like that, I mean, there's a state in the United States called Oklahoma. I don't know if you're aware of that. I'm not being sarcastic. I don't know where you're from, and it's not my business. But I mention that because Oklahoma is a landlocked state. Did you know it is illegal to whale, to go whaling in Oklahoma?
I don't think so. You call
I'm not
that...
making that up. So, in other words, it's not hard to imagine a law existing, stupid or otherwise.
Open up your senses. Open up your senses.
I mean, I gotta kill everything here, Dakota.
You're good as gone.
I'll wipe the board. Hi, Mike Romano. Hello, Cyber Kitty. And good night, Adam. Have a good evening and rest. And hello, Colgan.
Get out! Yeah!
You know, like, a friend of mine looked up that whole whaling law at one point in time, and there was a specific reason for it. It had to do with someone trying to bend the law. But
Watch yourself.
only a few of the songs, Colgan. The problem is there are plenty of worse examples than that.
Come on!
There are actually places in the United States, this is not a joke, where it is actually illegal to cattle rustle. I know what you're thinking. Well, I mean, that's illegal in general, right? Well, yeah. However, the actual writ law as written is that you should be hanged to death for stealing cattle. You could argue whether or not that's enforceable, but you get the point, right? There is a weirdly large number of just
That's how it's done.
artifact laws or weird laws all over the place. Hanged until dead. Sorry, yeah, let's get that clear. Hanged until dead. That's everything. I missed one, apparently. I literally did miss one. God dang it. You know, we haven't actually done the Morrowind test.
Don't wuss out now, man!
Hang on. Let's do the Morrowind test just real quick. Since we didn't. This is going to take some working to get this to do this, so... What am I going to have to do? That might not work, actually. You know what? Screw it. We're not going to do the Morrowind test. I just realized what that would take, and that's going to take a lot. So...
I don't think so.
Can't do the Morrowind test for this or Pokemon. Sorry, guys. I mean, I could, like, mute the entirety of the audio and then play Morrowind music on my phone through the mic.
Ha! Like this! Ha! I ain't done yet.
Exactly, Leander. I've also personally always had the private theory, just a theory, that some laws are made because it is a lawmaker's job to make laws, and so they make laws. You know, to show... busy work, right? You know what that's like. You've worked at a job before where you had to do busy work to look like you were working before. Okay, now for the final boss. Which it's that noise that keeps popping up on the screen, I'm sure. Mr. H! Hey boys, glad I didn't lead you astray. And this young lady would be? Like, only the most precious and petite reaper in the whole wide world. Coco. A reaper? Not just like any reaper, like literally the cutest. Anyway, let's get down to business. I suppose you good boys want to know what's going on here. Or maybe, more importantly, what the hell here is. I agree, Blue Wolf Alex. But I do think it goes with more things than Guile's theme, because I don't think Guile's theme goes with anything. But anyways. Too heady for you, kiddo? Hell nah. As you we. You see, Shibuya is actually a noise. Like, what part of it? All of it. The entire city, everything around you is one giant noise. Hey, phones? What? Still what he's getting, get what he's saying? Yeah, more or less. Damn, because I sure as hell don't. Ain't no way the whole city could be a noise, right? I know, right? Like, that sounds so unbelievable. Like, lol, who could even make an enormous noise like that? A Reaper, and a pretty powerful one at that. since when can they recreate an entire city? Oh, they can't. At least not a run-of-the-mill Reaper. I've never met one capable of such an impressive feat. Until today, that is. Oh yeah, Lore Shock.
Huh?
What? You didn't think you could fool me, did you? Hold up, she's Mischief? Mischief? Oh my god. And of all the places and people we're going to were just part of your illusion? Yeah, you got anything to say for yourself, young lady? All I can say is, like, you're a real pain in the ass. I was totes thought something was up since you weren't acting like I wanted you to. But I guess that's because the real you was, like, actually interfering from the outside. The whole time he was lying to us. You tricked us, yo! Duh. Like, literally all you had to do was find the exit. Where would that have led? Like I'd tell you, Fuzzface. Hold on, I'm gonna have to make you tell me. Ooh, I'm so scared, LMAO JK. Besides, you literally couldn't do anything, even if you tried. That body of yours is like just a part of the noise. I like tried to do things the easy way, but lol, nope. And now you've like totes left me no choice but to drag you back to the UG. You know, and they look tough for some pixie chicks goons. Well, boys, I've done all I can. Rest is up to you. Just shut down the source of the noise. Everything will be back to normal. Don't you, like, ever know when to STFU? Just, like, GTFO already? That is the best picture of her ever. Don't worry, Mr. H. We got this. Final boss. I'm told this fight is really hard. It's an anteater? An elephant? Shoot, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
Watch yourself. I don't think so. Have some more. Booyah! Come on!
Probably what I'm looking at this point.
Yeah!
Yeah, I think after everything I've been through, this is actually nowhere near as hard as everything I've already been fighting. Watch, I'm gonna get wrecked now that I said that. I just had to say that, didn't I? I had to open my big mouth.
I don't think so.
What is with this fight music? This is the final boss song?
Get up, Bones!
I'm there!
Phase 3. Of course.
Take this! Come on! Come on! Punk! Shred this! Take this!
Hello. There we go.
Some more!
Phase 4, 5, or 8, or God, I don't even know what we're up to at this point.
I don't think so. Take this! Come and get it! Take this! Lame!
Oh, absolutely, Aleph.
Come back when you grow up.
Phase die. Yeah, that was a joke compared to the earlier stuff I had to do. Yikes. Where are we, yo? Looks like Degawa. Are we just at the cafe? And the pixie stick. Oh no! Ow! Now that we erased the noise, I think we're back in reality. Hello? Neku, it's Shiki. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. What a relief. It's just one of Mr. Mew's seams ripped. I got this feeling something terrible was about to happen. Nope, just another day in the RG. Sorry for freaking out. Speaking of Mr. Mew, I've got to buy some stuff to stitch him up with tomorrow. You want to come with? Yeah, sure, why not? Great. Text you later. Talk to you soon. Yeah, still not showing her face. Alright, if I make a call too. Finally, I know patience is virtue, but all that waiting left me worried sick. Rhyme, is it really you? Beat? Yeah, of course it's me. You okay? Oh, you're alive. I thought you was a goner, yo. I can say the same to you. Where'd you disappear to? My bad. Something came up is all. No big deal. I'm still shopping anyways. Want to join me? You sure? Yeah. Yep. Okay. Everything's happy forever. Phew! Thank goodness there's no sudden thing leading to a sequel bait. So she's got a gun. And she shoots us. And we're dead. I'm not joking. She just killed us. This is the vision, because Joshua just shot her, but did not prevent her from shooting us. So, yeah, we have gotten shot a weirdly large number of times in this game. And we're dead. Agreed, Leander. For once, we agree on something. But no, yeah, I agree. I think this is the moment when the Kingdom Hearts 3 thing comes in. So there's Hype-chan, whoever the hell that is. Was she in 3? I didn't know really her at the time. Too late, it's all over. Looks like Shinjuku got erased. So it would seem. Never thought we'd actually see an inversion occur. It's so close to home at that. Right in our own backyard. Pretty unsettling to have noise pop up in the RG. Then there's the girl. She must be the one responsible for Neku's visions. You mean those teasers? Yeah, he must have synced up with her somehow. She may have even lent him a hand. How fortunate she managed to escape erasure. Clearly she's something special, and will probably be the main character of the next game. And let's not forget our little Reaper friend. We got some crazy cats heading our way, which makes this the calm before the storm. No telling what will become of Shibuya, but I suppose that's their problem now, not ours. What about Neku? He served his purpose, but I don't need him anymore. Which is rather cold. Meanwhile, the game, like, literally can't go on without Neku. Like, maybe you don't need him, but I totes do. And if he's gonna stand a chance, he totes is gonna need a Zeta strong partner. Those goons are so thirsty for a fight, then they can, like, come here and get wrecked like the noobs they are. So she brings back everyone's favorite math guy. Like you do. I'm starting to feel like the other connection between Math Guy and Axel is Axel wasn't even really that big of a character until, and this is probably incidental, until he was popular. And then all of a sudden Axel became one of the main characters of the story. And for some reason, Math Guy just keeps coming back. And I know he's popular. So there's whoever the hell that is. Bob. The end, for real now. I know this sounds horrible, but I don't think I can give out any additional pluses to the story for A New Day. I mean, it was interesting, but only a little bit? And it could be, the whole thing could probably be summarized by 2 sentences. They're in a fake Shibuya, they find out, they get out, there's a new game starting, Math Guy's back. Hype-chan, there you go. There you go. So, let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Let's just do that. But yeah, it's just sequel setup, and none of the moments were particularly well done or awesome, or terrible for that matter. So it's just, all right, whatever. So I think we're actually done with our setup. So let's go ahead and check the final score. What time is it? Looks like we're going to be starting Spider-Man today. or Pokemon? What do you guys think? Real quick. Pokemon or Spider-Man? Pick now. It almost doesn't matter to me. We're doing both of them before we do anything else because I want to keep going with the console stuff. The advantage of Pokemon is we've already got the Switch going. Like, I could literally just switch out games and we're good. But, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, -1. Yeah, no, honestly, that sounds about right. A net -1 to gameplay. Because while this game does do a lot of things right, and it really does, it also does a whole lot of things wrong. It feels like a very experimental game. And if I'm being blunt, I think it would be really cool to see what they make of this now, right? Like, if they ever do finally make a sequel, yes, that's 20XDX. If they ever finally make a sequel, actual sequel to World Ends With You, with modern ideas and modern tech and on the Switch or whatever, I think that could be really cool, personally. Meanwhile, scrolling up a bit, story. Oh, thank you, CyberKitty. I don't know which of my various FF4 things I've done. I've done several at this point, God. But it's always fun to talk about Final Fantasy. So story-wise, we've got 1, 5. Yep, nope, +5. So a net score of +5, -1, which, again, yeah, that sounds about right. What is today, Thursday? When did we start playing this game? Hang on. Let's go ahead and chop off the local recording. So for those of you watching on YouTube,